Ladies and gentlemen, Caravan fans, welcome to Hancock Stadium here at Illinois State University, and welcome back to Mount Carmel football. The 14-0 undefeated 7A state champs are back and ready to play the East St. Louis Flyers. Both teams had a little bit of a road trip today, just over 2 hours of a drive. Everybody made it out for this highly awaited matchup. My name is Matt Millay. I'll be your play-by-play announcer today. I'm here joined with Danny Moody and Mr. Noel Bax. Guys, every year the schedule comes out, you circle a couple of games, and this is 100% one of them. What are you guys expecting for tonight?
I'm expecting it to go fast. I know that Coach Lynch likes to score touchdowns and likes to score touchdowns fast. He's a little bit different than the old Frank Lenti kind of Novocaine option offense. And the East St. Flyers are loaded with 3- and 4-star players. They got a lot of talent out there as well. I think you're going to see a high-flying matchup. I think you're going to see some first week maybe rust that needs to be dusted off, and it's going to be probably last guy with ball in his hand wins, or last score wins. So very exciting time. I'm happy to be here with you guys. What do you think, Danny?
Yeah, I think this game is great. The last 5 games they've faced against each other, they've all been in really high-key playoff games. Like in 1988, we won in state, so it's just been it's going to be a really highly anticipated matchup, and, yeah, it's going to be a great game.
Yeah, we've played East St. Louis 5 times, all 5 times, big games in the playoffs. Started off 1987, as Moody mentioned, 1988, 1995, and then there was a long stretch. We didn't play them until 2017, and then again in 2018. So this is the first time we're playing each other in a regular season game. Week 1, Mr. Bax, just like you said, both teams are gonna have to dust off some rust, but I think they're both ready to go. Caravan have 6 starters returning, 4 on offense, 2 on defense. So it'll be interesting to see how new guys fit into the roster.
As Mount Carmel is the Class 5A state champions in the state of Illinois.
They've done it. Mount Carmel, the state champions.
That's it. It's over. 32-0, Mount Carmel's Caravan, the 5A championship.
We've been in the state championship now for the last 5 years, and I don't think anybody's done what these kids have done.
It's a championship for Mount Carmel. It is 4 in a row.
The Mount Carmel Caravan, they took care of what they felt was unfinished business from 1 year ago.
The Mount Carmel Caravan are going where they've been many times before. For the 2nd consecutive year, they're state champions for the 8th time overall.
Does it for Mount Carmel. The Caravan rumble to their 9th state championship, 38. The tradition is rich in Mount Carmel. And now we can officially say there is a record-tying 10th state championship for the Mount Carmel Caravan.
Caravan fans, welcome to the season opener for the 2023 Mount Carmel varsity football season. Last year, the Caravan went 14-0 for the 6th time in program history. The last time they went undefeated was in 2019. It was an incredible season and the best season by far statistically. This will be Mount Carmel's 100th year of football. They started back in 1924. It's going to be, really interesting how they come out this season after going undefeated last year. This is a very hard Week 1 matchup. East St. Louis has 10 state championships, and they won last year. They won by a large margin too, 50 points, 57-7 against Prairie Ridge. It was, not even a close one, not even a close game. Prairie got a touchdown early on in the game, and East St. Louis just went. They scored 57 unanswered points. They're coming back even stronger than before. They were a large junior-led team. They've got a lot of guys returning, such as quarterback number 9, Pops Battle. Be sure to look out for him. Now it's time for your season opener key players. First one, number 9 quarterback Jack Elliott. He is taking over Blaney Dowling's offense. He was a sophomore backup last year, mainly on the punt team, had a couple of fakes, but he threw a touchdown in the state game. He had 6 passing touchdowns and 604 total yards. Next player is number 6 running back Darion Dupree. He committed to Wisconsin over the offseason, suffered a toe injury against Loyola. That was the last regular season game. He missed the playoffs, but he still had 18 touchdowns and 1,004 all-purpose yards. Then, on the other side of the ball, defensive inside linebacker number 36, Parker Starts. He committed to Ohio University over the offseason, and he had a career-high 13 tackles in the 7A state championship last year. Coach Lynch is back and ready to go. This is his 6th season as a coach. He has a 51-8 overall record, undefeated 2 times, 1-0 against East St. Louis. He won back in 2018. He has 3 Tony Lawless awards and an 86% regular season win percentage. Looking ahead for the Caravan, next week the media group will be broadcasting Morgan Park. Then after that they take on the Dons at Notre Dame. Then we come back home for St. Rita and Carmel Catholic for weeks 4 and 5. Then we head out to the south side against Brother Rice. Then at Fenwick. Then back home at Providence. And we finish it off with another highly awaited matchup, Loyola Academy at Loyola. This game is presented by your Caravan Broadcast Network. We hope you have a great time enjoying this game, and we hope we can give you a great experience taking in Mount Carmel football. Thank you. Mr. Bax, you've been a part of Mount Carmel for so long, class of '01. You've seen a lot of Mount Carmel football, you know. And last year was our best year statistically. What are your thoughts on that? Was that the best team in Mount Carmel history?
It kind of comes down to you hear a lot of who's the best, LeBron or Michael Jordan, and they're two different eras and stuff like that. But when you looked at what Blaney Dowling was able to do with 4,000 yards, 40 touchdowns, like 4 interceptions, it was an insane stat and an insane number. And what I've seen out of the 2 state championship teams from Jordan Lynch is I saw really strong senior leadership, and I've seen guys step into those roles. You could say his first state championship team wasn't as talented as his last team, and his last state championship team, and you're hearing a lot right now about these guys maybe being more talented than last year's team, but I don't think talent really matters. It obviously it does. You need the Jimmy and the Joes, but you need the leaders to step up. And with so many guys leaving last year and having just 8 returning starters so far this year, I'm really looking to see who steps up into that leadership role, who steps up into that Blaney Dowling role, who steps up into that do it, being a we guy and not a me guy type of thing. But to answer your question, it was phenomenal to watch. This year has the opportunity to be the only team to ever go back-to-back undefeated. We've had a lot of back-to-back state champions. We've never had back-to-back undefeated teams, and now we got to go and play East St. Louis in our first game. Not the easiest way to go back-to-back undefeated, but the Flyers called us out in the offseason, and Jordan Lynch said, all right, let's make it happen.
Yeah, I love that. In the offseason, I went on my phone, went on Instagram. I'm like, what is this? We're playing East St. Louis week 1. I was super excited, and, I knew maybe we would get a chance to broadcast this game. But what you were saying about the captains, this year we've got Dupree, Starts, Kedembusi, Joe Nolan, and Tavon Rice. There's a couple names that, shout out there. Dupree, of course, committed to Wisconsin. He's going to be a breakout college football player. I mean, he's built for it. We can talk about him all day long. But then there's guys like Joe Nolan, Tavon Rice. I mean, they worked for that captain spot. They worked really hard. They may not be as talented as other kids on the team, but they got the heart, and they've learned the playbook, and, they've gotten on Coach Lynch's good side, and they've really just become a part of this team, yeah.
And I think you can hear that. Joe Nolan, not necessarily a household name, and Tavon Rice, he did start last year. He is one of the returning starters, but you might not know him. But those guys are lunch pail guys, are bought into Mount Carmel guys, or get their teammates in line guys. But, the guy at the top of that list is Darian Dupree, and being around Mount Carmel starting in May and being able to watch practices, sometimes the best player on the team isn't the hardest working guy. He isn't the guy winning sprints. He isn't the guy who's going to be the captain. And Darian is that guy. He is him. He's a great kid. He's he's just a good guy. He shakes your hands, looks you in the eye. He doesn't have a big ego about him, and he leads from the front, which is huge when it comes to a guy with his talent who's been starting on the varsity since his sophomore year.
Yeah, he's really going to welcome Jack Elliott into this offense. He had Dowling last year when, he was a junior, Dowling was a senior, but now I think Dupree's going to step up. He's going to show Jack how to lead this offense and, how to take down great defensive teams like East St. Louis today.
Jack is a 4.9 GPA guy. If you look at the squat, leaders in the weight room, he's at the top of the list, squatting almost, squat 500, almost 600 pounds. Anytime he has an off period, he's in Coach Lynch's office looking at film together, and he's awesome. He's such a nice kid and comes from a great family, has a great little brother who's actually out on the field with his buddies right now messing around. So, him being a new starter, and this is, again, I want to respect the last year's team so much because they did so much, and unfortunately, this team this year hasn't done anything yet. You know what I mean? They just have they do have a lot of hype, but nothing's been done yet, and last year's team put in a lot of hard work. But Jack has the talent, and the smarts and the work ethic to go out there and look like a seasoned veteran in his first game starting against the winningest team in IHSA history, a team full of, talent, guys going D1, juniors littered with talent, and really cool uniforms. I got to give East St. Louis a shout out for their all whites looking like some, the Florida Gators. Mm-hmm. But I think Jack has the cool. I think he is that guy as well, and I think him and Darian are, going to play huge parts in tonight's game.
Yeah. While I love the brown, white, and gold, I gotta say that orange is blue it's looking pretty nice on this Redbird field right now. So, Moody, do you have anything to say about the defense, maybe with starts?
Yeah, he's a great player. He's also one of the captains. He had 129 total tackles last year, 9 tackles for loss. Like he was all over the place last year. So
Yeah.
I expect him to be a huge factor in this game.
Yeah, him and Muha at inside linebackers. I mean, they're gonna be, big hitters, powerful out there. They're gonna stop the run game. I think they're gonna do a great job. And as you can see off in that corner, the Caravan are coming. All right, as my good friend Saul Goodman says, it's time to sharpen the spears because here come the Caravan. The sun is setting. It's getting dark, and it's time for Saturday Night Lights. Coach Lynch is getting ready on the sideline. It's going to be a very close game tonight. The two most winningest teams in Illinois. You couldn't ask for a better matchup right now. At a college stadium, at ISU.
Matt, both these teams want to get down here for the state championship later on the season. It's moving over to ISU this year. It's where Mount Carmel's won a ton of state championships, and I'm sure East St. Louis has too. We were talking about before this game that we're interested in the special teams, right? We didn't see an East St. Louis kicker kicking any field goals pregame. So be interesting to see how this kickoff goes, how this coverage goes. We got both Dupree and Javi back there to kick off. Wouldn't be surprised to see a squib kick or even an onside kick to start the game. It looks like special teams is ready for it if they are to do it. But here we go, fellas. The beginning of the 2023 football season. Mount Carmel Caravan versus East St. Louis Flyers.
The kick is up and away. It's a low one off to the right side. Dupree picks it up. Moves back off to his right side. He's got a gap. Hits it. Goes down past the 30. Looks to be just at the 35, and that's a great start for the Caravan there.
It sure is.
Offense going to take the field. You know, there was some kind of speculations about this O-line. We didn't know how good it was going to be for this year, but it's turned out to be pretty strong, as well as the D-line, as you said earlier.
I think it's come together really well. You had Alex Pahalik come in last year late in the season, wanted to come and wrestle and play football at Mount Carmel, so he's playing the right tackle position. The left tackle position, and then Cirillo's playing the right tackle. Right now we have Nolan in at tight end, Dupree, and you're going to see Kevin Nolan out there as well, or Kevin Gardner, Gilly, and Marcus Densmore. Hand off to Dupree, and he's stuffed.
Short gain there for the Caravan. Handed it off to Dupree, you know, pretty common. You know, they might have been expecting that. He's the best football player on this field right now, and I think even East St. Louis knows that. You know, when it comes down to it, the run game for the Caravan is going to matter the most because we did lose some receivers from last year. Elliott alone in the backfield. Whistle is blown.
Timeout East St. Louis? No, flag.
I think it was offside.
Encroachment on East St. Louis. We pick up 5 easy yards. That's always nice. Like we said about Caravan having well, they had 109 penalties last year. Nice to see East St. Louis start the game off with. Lynch doesn't like to go empty, so I'm interested to see how this goes.
Elliott alone in his backfield once again.
So
I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh,
Another flag.
No, Marquette goes offside, so we just go back 5 more yards and act like nothing ever happened.
Well, I mean, you just said it, Mr. Bax. You know, penalties were a big factor last year. We had 109 over 14 games. That is still kind of a lot, so they're going to have to try to limit them, especially in a big game like this.
Yeah, you're going to want to get the edge wherever you can, so pre-snap penalties in your favor can really do you a lot of help.
Shotgun trips left. Pass is complete, but he's picked up right away.
Yeah, number 4. Makai Mixon, 3-star junior DB with the tackle. Goes down the field about 20 yards to celebrate it. 3rd down and 6.
Caravan had a 65% third down conversion rate last year. Let's see if they can keep it up. Elliott.
He's offside again. Let's go.
Gets him offside.
That should be, the 3rd and 1.
It's already a penalty-ridden game. I mean, wasn't expecting that, to be honest. But, you know, it's a lot of nerves. It's week 1. These guys haven't played in a while. Elliott going to line up again. Trips right. Shotgun. takes a snap. He's going to take it himself.
Runs him over, first down.
Yeah.
Jack Elliott can run the rock. Again, like we said, guy's thighs are as big as our heads. And,
you know, like you said earlier, you walk in the gym and they've got squat, bench, deadlift, and I believe one over, you know, he's in the top 3 for each category out of the entire team. That's crazy at the quarterback spot, too. Elliott, Twins right. It's a handoff.
cut it up. Go.
He's got room to run.
Marcus Densmore, another transfer from Maine South. Came in this offseason. Last year was at Maine South. Maine South got in some trouble. They got suspended for the season.
Yeah.
Marcus clears it with the IHSA, comes to Mount Carmel. He's our number 2 wide receiver with Gilly, who's going to Kent State.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus is a Division I wide receiver, so we'll see when the offers start to come in.
Elliott sets his offense. He's got Twins right, shotgun with Turbo.
Dupree can catch the rock. He might be their best receiver out there, too.
Elliott drops
Interesting.
back. Pass down the middle. Ooh. Incomplete.
That was dangerous.
Intended receiver, Daniel Taylor. Yeah, Moody, I was about to say, that's a risky pass down the middle with this big East St. Louis team.
Taylor's got to catch it, hits him in the hands. Reason it was dangerous is because he popped it up in the air. He started as a sophomore last year. He's only been in for one play so far this game. Number 35, Joe Nolan, the captain, has been playing in front of him.
Elliott sets his offense again.
3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Twins right. Dupree in the backfield. One receiver out to his left. Takes the snap. It's a handoff
go.
to Dupree. Right up the middle. He's got room to run, but he gets tripped up. He almost
Look at
stayed
him.
on
He's
his
not
feet.
He's still
down.
going.
Oh, he's still going. And I mean, that's why he's going to Wisconsin right there. He almost got tripped up 3 or 4 times there. Stayed on his feet, went right down the field.
Yeah, all he did is kept his legs running and it paid off.
That's it, Moody. The guy kept his legs running. You know, a lot of guys will go down on something like that, but Dupree, he's a special kid. There's a reason why Alabama came knocking late in the process and offered him. There's a reason why Wisconsin and Illinois really wanted him. He has the it factor, and he wears number 6, which you don't see a lot at running back.
Elliott sets his offense. Twins left, takes a snap. It's another handoff to Dupree, but he gets stuffed early.
Oh, that's cool.
It's still a good gain. Short, though, for the Caravan.
4-yard gain, though. You get Frank Lente used to say, I want 4 yards every play. You get 4 yards every play, you get first downs and touchdowns, you know. So
Exactly, yeah.
not necessarily Jordan Lynch's cup of tea, but we'll take it. East St. Louis is scrambling right now. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I
There
was
we go.
counting there.
Oh,
Make
there
sure
you
they
go.
didn't have
Yeah.
12. Ooh.
Mhm.
Elliott hit hard. Still, though, I think, you know, maybe that's 3 yards, but still, you're exactly right. 4 yards every play. First downs, touchdowns coming your way.
Amen. 3rd and 3. They've picked up a couple 3rd downs so far, so that's been good. Haven't gone to the air too much. They have a big old line, great running back, great quarterback, and they like to put the ball in the wide receiver's hands as well, running the rock.
Elliott sets his offense alone in the backfield. Dupree and Gilliam out to the right.
They like to run cover 0 man-to-man, but this looks like zone, and
Yeah.
Lynch is going to talk it over with his guys.
About to motion Dupree. They're going to take a timeout here, think things over. You know, it's first drive, first series of the season, but they look pretty good so far, you know.
Yeah,
7 minutes, 27 seconds left. They've already got a couple first downs. They're in the red zone, right at the 20-yard line, actually. 3rd and 3 here.
this is 4-down territory too, so you could see them maybe go to the end zone on this next play because
Yeah.
they might be creeping up on them, thinking they want the first down. See if they can catch them looking in the backfield at Dupree and maybe hit Gilly down the sideline.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Gilliam, you know, right sideline maybe. Elliott hits him.
Touchdown. I would
Yeah.
like to see that. And if they don't get it, you know, they tried and they got 3 yards to go. They've picked up 4 yards and 3 yards on their first 2 plays running the rock. They've been doing a pretty good job keeping them off balance. O-line's moving them around. And, you know, they're getting second chance yards. You know what I mean? They're getting yards after the run. after the hit.
Elliott sets his offense. He's got trips left. It's a handoff to Turbo, but he's picked up right away. They're going to lose some yards on that.
Well, we were watching our guy Louis Geppetto kick field goals. This would be a 40-yarder. It's a pretty long field goal. Winds in the face a little bit. This was 4 yards. It's still 4-down territory. You'd want 4-down territory to be positive yards and not negative yards on 3rd down.
Exactly, yeah. They converted a 3rd down earlier on that series, but they didn't get it that time. Looks like they're going to go for it, though. It's 4th and 5, just short of the red zone. Just under 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
13,
Elliott.
Yep. 13 seconds on the play clock. 10 seconds. Still got time.
Turbo in the
They
slot.
are-
Twins left.
Oh, gosh.
5 seconds left. They're still talking things over. Motions to Dupree. He's got 2 seconds
Give
to take
to
it.
him.
It's a
Oh,
handoff to
oh,
Dupree out the left side,
Doesn't get
but he
it.
gets wrapped up.
Didn't mind it. They didn't look like either team knew exactly what they were doing on that play.
Yeah, they've been scrambling, both teams. in the
Yeah,
first
and,
drive.
and I, Moody, I think that's all nerves. It's they, just like Mr. Beck said, got to get some rest off week 1. But the Caravan, they looked pretty good there. It just seemed to be a little bit of confusion, scrambling. I believe Elliott snapped it with 2, maybe 1 second to go there. So
Yeah, so they always want to do pre in motion. They looked a little bit confused by the play. They're calling everything off from the sideline. If anything, they took about 5.5 minutes off the play clock, or off the play clock.
Yeah.
Or off the game clock, and basically, they're starting at their 23-yard line, so that's not the greatest.
And now the Flyers have 77 yards to go.
That's
Pop's battle.
big. You need to make that tackle.
Yeah. That's going to be a first down for the Flyers on the first play of the game. Yeah, I mean, stopping battle in the backfield, that's going to be very important. They've got a lot of assets on their offense, a lot of great wide receivers, a couple of 3-stars. It's going to be tough here. And the defense is usually what's praised here at Carmel, so they got to live up to it. I do like here, the Flyers, they know that we have some great linebackers, and they just went right around them, right down the sideline. So we'll see what they do here. Battle takes the snap. He's going to take it himself out to the right side.
Good job.
Great wrap up.
Wrap him up.
Oh, a little
Xander
scuffle.
Gorman with the tackle. Xander's a junior. Wasn't a starter in the beginning of camp, but worked his way into it. Great
Yeah.
kid.
He earned number 27. I was actually talking to him a couple days ago. I said, congrats. I was congratulating him, saying how big it was. And he said, Coach Lynch came to me. He said, would you want to wear number 27? And Xander was like, yeah, I don't mind. He had no idea the history behind the jersey or the number. And so it had to be explained to him a couple days later. Some people were coming up to him saying, like, that's great, you got number 27. He had no idea why people were congratulating him. So
Oh, yeah. He needs to go talk to the great Mr. Nolan.
Yeah, who
the
started
new Dean of Education.
that's a big play for the Flyers. They get a first down and more down that right sideline.
It's getting chippy down there.
Yeah.
I've seen two plays in a row that, yeah.
Mount Carmel didn't necessarily work the boundaries and work the sidelines and work the space, where East St. Louis, I think both of their games is working the outside, and East St. Louis is winning on this right now.
Yeah.
We're going to need, Charles Miles, he's got committed to Western Michigan next year, and Jaden Jones, who's got offers from North Dakota and Western Illinois. Both our corners are going to be challenged.
Pops takes a snap, but there's a flag on the play.
It's usually on offense when it's like that.
Yeah.
Good. Another pre-snap
Yep.
penalty.
It's hurt him a lot. Like,
False start. 1st and 15 here. They've got some room to go. But, they just had 2 big plays. Caravan got to stop them here.
Switching to nickel. So they brought in an extra DB, Dylan Conway, who has been fighting for the safety position.
Another thing is they really don't have a field goal unit. They're going for the end zone every time. So that, that does mean the Caravan kind of win in that special team spot. We've got a great kicker in Louis Geppetto, so.
Yeah, I want to see if they even got a punter and if they punt the ball.
Yeah. They might have to here. 1st and 15. Seems to be some confusion.
Another flag got thrown.
Yeah.
Why aren't they walking it off? It's just a pretend flag, I guess.
Some confusion there.
Might have been the play clock.
Yeah. Pistol formation here. Battle takes it. Fakes the handoff. It's a pass out to the left side.
A lot of confusion there.
Yeah, receiver number 10, Jesse Watson, wasn't even looking at pops there, so.
Jesse Watson's going to Purdue. He's a senior. They also have Smiley Bradford on defense going to Purdue as well. I want to see how many guys they play both ways.
Yeah, it's a small school, kind of, small area, so there are multiple people playing both ways here, multiple players, so.
I'm waiting to see they have a number 0 on their team. I can't say I've seen that on the high school level yet, but Charles Bass, not on the field, so maybe.
Yeah.
I did see him in warm-up, so we'll see what's going on with him. But
I believe it's a cornerback. So
2nd and 15. Corner.
Yeah.
Shotgun formation, trips right. Battle. Gonna take the snap, drops back.
Nice
pressure
pressure.
from the defense.
Yes.
He's wrapped up.
Nice.
Great play there by the Caravan defense.
Parker starts.
Yep, Parker starting things off great early here.
Pops is elusive, but he couldn't get away from that one.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great scramble quarterback. That's kind of the way they roll here at East St. Louis. But you saw Daniel Banks, number 44, and Parker starts. Some great, pressure on the backfield.
Obviously, they didn't call intentional grounding, but I wasn't sure if they got the ball past the line of scrimmage. Doesn't matter now. 3rd and 15.
That false start penalty.
There it is.
Oh,
there you go.
Mr. Backs.
That false start penalty really threw him off.
Call it. Intentional grounding.
Intentional
Let's
grounding.
go.
So it's
Yeah.
now
It's a loss
2nd
of
and
down.
15. Yeah,
Yeah,
loss
it's
of
No,
lost
down.
it's still
Oh,
third.
yeah, third.
Third, but
They got
They're going to
second.
lose
Yeah.
10 yards on
Yeah.
it, too.
yeah.
So-
wow, this
This is a lot of flags going on here. So, yeah, I mean, that first down false start penalty really kind of messed them up. They ended up throwing that pass out to the left side. I'm kind of getting a feel of they're trying to go around the middle. They're trying to hit the sidelines more because they know that Mount Carmel's, defensive backs are really not as talented as our inside and outside linebackers. So,
They're saying it's 4th down, but it's not. It's 3rd down.
yeah. 3rd down.
is 27.
3rd and 27. I mean,
3rd down. There we go, bud. So obviously 3rd down and 27. We got to stop them here, right?
yeah, I mean, this is a huge stop, and Mr. Bax, like he said, I don't really know if they have a punter. So it'll be interesting to see what they do on 4th down.
Yeah.
Drops back. It's trips right. Can't find anybody open
Let's
on the
go.
right side.
Oh,
Nice.
Great
Throws
play.
it down.
That was
There
a
you
huge
go.
tackle. Who
Yeah.
is that
Oh.
boy?
Wow.
He's going insane.
Yeah.
And I think I know who that is. Yep, number 41, Matt Muhat. He's been like that since freshman year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I knew his dad.
Yeah.
They're both crazy in a good way.
Muhat
yeah.
Muhat off the field, very calm. You can have a great conversation with him, but when he's on the field, he is just like that, going nuts.
Matt, I love the energy, and I love when you celebrate with your team. You know what I mean? And I love it's a football. It's a violent sport. It's a street fight. It's your buddies versus their buddies.
That punt is high and short. Yeah, wasn't really
Get away
expecting much
from it.
there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, great rollout. Ooh, almost touched it there. Jumped over it, actually. Yeah, that's going to put him inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah.
Caravan have a ways to go, but I'm going to be honest, guys. This is not really what I was expecting. The two most winningest teams in Illinois, it is a penalty-ridden game here. I mean, flags are flying left and right. There's miscommunications going on, a lot of confusion between the refs and players. And I think that's just because it's a season opener. They got to get set. They got to get calm. And, they just got to get into this groove that they had last year, They got to find it.
Yeah, and I think they will. I just saw that they were saying follow us on Twitter, which is now X, on Instagram and Facebook. Don't forget about our TikTok, though. We got to see, come out and check the Mount Carmel High School TikTok.
We've got great sources of media. Anybody that loves satire, go check out The Merchant. You can find that on our website. Elliot takes a snap.
plenty
It's
of time.
trips right. He's looking for a pass. Pressure in the backfield. He's going to roll out.
Wow.
Throws it to Dupree. Makes the connection.
Dude.
That was a great play. That was a
Yeah.
great play under pressure. Elliott made the right choice, and Dupree used his speed to get back there, get open on the sideline.
Yeah, that wasn't the design. He just used his brain, his IQ, and came back and.
Yeah, great football IQ there for junior Jack
You know, when
Elliott.
you're running downfield and your quarterback starts scrambling either way, if you're going long, you come back short. If you're going short, you go long. Dupree was running an out about 15 yards downfield.
Yeah. Elliott going to keep it himself, right side. Short game, but that's going to be a first down for the Caravan. Moving upfield fast here. Just under 4 minutes to go.
I love Jack Elliott. He's just a smart kid. He's shifty. He'll do whatever it takes to win. He'll
Yeah.
get the yards that he needs to get.
He's perfect for that Caravan quarterback spot, you know. Shotgun formation. Turbo in the backfield. Pass out to the right side. Dupree complete.
Oh.
Big hit there, though, by number 1, Smiley Bradford on the Flyers.
You let him know.
Didn't
And
chip
the
it down there.
ref's got to break him up.
Yeah.
Dupree puts his hands up like, I didn't do anything wrong. You know, I just made the play, caught the football. He was the guy that tackled me. So,
Not that Purdue and Wisconsin are going to be in the same division next year because the Big Ten's going to go all one conference.
Yeah.
But they will see each other in the Big Ten field next year. Charles Bass, the 4-star kid we were talking about, is now on Dupree.
Elliott takes a snap. Looks right down the
go,
middle.
Gilly.
Complete
Nice
to Gilliam.
catch.
Uses
Wow.
that height. He's 6'6". That Elliott put it at the perfect place for him.
I think someone's injured for East St. Louis.
Seems to be okay. He got up.
Keandre McClendon, 6'2", 230 junior. Needless to say, East St. Louis should be fine next year with all the
Yeah.
juniors I'm talking about.
Elliott, no one in the backfield, and he gets him offside.
Wow.
A nose guard can't be going offside.
Yeah.
The ball's in front
Yeah.
of his face, you know? And that guy's pretty short, so it ain't too far from his face. And now he gets off the field. Got to go think about it.
Caravan student section, you know, it's pretty big for that 2-hour
Yeah.
drive out here. Moody, you were saying it before the game. I can't believe this many people are here, but
Oof. Back
Elliott
up,
thinks Elliott thinks the nose went offsides again. I mean, Mr. Bax, like you said, ball's right in front of your face.
New nose, same problem.
Trips left.
Let's
Gonna
go.
take it himself up the middle. Takes the hit. Lunges for some extra yards.
Yeah.
1st and 5 goes to 2 and 3 here.
2nd and 3, right, Matt? 2nd and 2. So this is where you want to be. Down in distance, nice and short. Ball on their side of the field. Got it down again. You know, started into East St. Louis's side of the field. So offense has been moving the ball. Second possession. Need to punch it in or get some points on the board.
Took them about 2 minutes to get down here to the 35-yard line. Elliott takes a snap. It's a handoff.
Face mask. No
Hit
call.
right away. But they're going to keep using Dupree here. Now they're going to go nobody in the backfield here. Trips left, Twins right.
5 wide. Didn't see this in
Yeah.
the 90s at Mount Carmel.
Gilliam still at that, you know, X receiver spot, using his height to his advantage to get down the sideline here. Elliott motions turbo, takes the snap,
Let's go.
fake handoff. Elliott up the middle. You
First
know,
down.
it's like he just hits a wall, loses all that
Yeah.
momentum, but he's able to break out to the left, get that first down.
Use that physicality to just
Mhm.
push the defender and reach for the first down.
There's 52 seconds left in the first.
Carmel's just a couple plays away. Like, they have the lanes. You know what
They
I
do,
mean?
yeah.
They're just missing them right now. So, you know, like Coach Lynch said during the week, he said, we got guys too, you know.
Yeah.
And I think as the game builds and they start to see that this paper monster of East St. Louis, of seeing these guys who had all these offers and stars, and they start to realize that they're human just like them, they'll start to gain the confidence.
Elliott drops back.
Face mask.
Face
Thank
mask,
you.
There you go. 3
Adios.
flags
Wow.
fly across the field.
I mean,
Yeah.
how obvious can you get with that?
Yeah,
I mean,
everybody saw that one, Moody.
Yeah.
I mean, so what was about to be something pretty bad for the Caravan there, turns out, everything is going to be all right.
That's got to be, I don't know, 5 to 7 penalties so far in East St. Louis.
There's penalties flying left and right here, flags all over the field. I really wasn't expecting this, but, these two teams very aggressive, so it does kind of make sense. They're both eager to play. A lot of false starts, offsides, encroachment. So they got to ease into their game here.
yeah, everyone's just jumpy excited because this is probably the number one thing being watched right now, like across high school football in Chicago.
Yeah.
Maybe the only game on right now, you know.
Yeah. So what was going to be about 10-yard sack, the Caravan are now in the red zone inside the 20. Elliott lines up shotgun turbo in the backfield. Trips right.
25 seconds on the game clock, or play clock.
And they just run it out to the second quarter.
Okay, cool.
Scoreless first quarter here. And, I wasn't expecting that. I definitely thought somebody would score, but that just goes to show how good these defenses are. So they're going to think about it here, regroup, and see if they can go down extra 15 yards plus and score here.
Beautiful sunset.
Yeah.
And ISU, beautiful night for high school football. It's a great day for high school football. They are playing the 1988 state championship game where East St. Louis and Mount Carmel played. Coach Frank Lenti would say that the 88 team was probably their favorite team because they didn't have a ton of Division I guys like we're reading off right now, but they had a bunch of dudes like Nairobi Allen, who's running this one. One big thing that you see is like they have super baggy uniforms. Their pants are basically falling off. They got to tape it all up. But they were dudes, they were tough guys. And
I mean, that's what started off the Grand Slam, undefeated season, that in 1990. So just a great decade in Mount Carmel football. And East St. Louis being a part of that history just goes to show how far we've come today playing in week 1 here.
I think all the nerves are out.
Yeah, I think
like to
these
see
guys are
where-
ready to go.
Yeah, I'd like to see where the penalties continue to go. If Carmel can stay without them, they don't have too many. And if East St. Louis can keep getting them, could help us out a lot as the game goes on. Penalties are a huge part of the game. After the games, you kind of look back on a few plays, and then you look back on some of the stats, and you look at the penalties, or you look at the turnovers, and you say, who won what. And penalties and turnovers are a big deal.
You look at that face mask right there. I mean, that changes the game because now it's early on. Elliott has a chance to go down, throw a touchdown pass. It's 7-0 right there. Instead, Flyers could have had the ball. Maybe they could have gone down and scored the first of the game. So it's just, it's things like that, penalties, just mistakes, easy ones you can fix.
Went from 2nd and 25 to 1st and 10. That's a big deal.
In the red zone here, Elliott, shotgun. He's got turbo in the backfield. Drops back, passed on the left side. Oh, Taylor not able to make the grab.
I like that. Again, East St. Louis is kind of, they're going out on the edges. They just took Daniel Taylor, big old tight end from Mount Carmel, junior. They got him here as 6'2", 230, and then they threw him against one of their better corners, Taylor Powell, who's going to Northern Illinois, who's 6'3", 200. So he said, you got dudes, we got dudes too. Let's play some football.
Yeah, when you say big matchup, that comes in the size of the players too. Elliott takes a snap, looks out to his right.
Screen.
4 guys
Let's
running
go.
at him. Screen
Touchdown.
pass, turbo, down the left side.
Touchdown.
And a face mask, that's all good.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Caravan! Turbo runs it in on the left side. A flag is thrown on the play too. Not a pretty way to score, but they get the 6 anyway. Geppetto's going to come out here.
It was a screen.
Yeah,
They let those guys run. There's so many guys keying on Dupree right now. You know what I mean? And They got their best guy on him. Their whole team's looking at him. Dupree's running a little route. They got some stuff going on to the right side. My guy, Little Turbo, about all 5', 4'10" of them, sneaks in behind that big old line, catches the ball, and puts it in the end zone. You know, he did work afterwards to get in there.
Caravan take the first score of the game. Now, senior Louis Geppetto, he was on varsity his sophomore season, so, you know, he's closing things out here his last year on the team. See if he can start it off strong with a nice extra point here.
Job, Louis.
That one right down the middle. It's good. 7-0. Carmel takes the lead early on in the second quarter. And flags are thrown. Yeah, the history of these teams, I think this is going to happen. They're two physical, aggressive teams. So, you know, I was saying earlier, I am kind of surprised that penalties are going, but now that we've eased into it, you know, it does kind of make sense why.
It does. And we're kind of looking also at these penalties, right? They got like 17 flags on the ground right now. The refs are trying to figure it out. They always kind of catch the second guy. They never really catch the first guy who throws the punch. So Carmel, you know, I'm sure Coach Lynch and all of them are telling them, you just can't react to these guys. You know, you got to let them make their bed. And they're getting frustrated. East St. Louis doesn't like getting punched in the face. I don't know how many times they've been down, 7-0 last year. I know they lost a couple games to some nationally ranked teams, but we just got to keep our heads about it, let them dig their own grave, and take care of what Carmel has to take care of.
They only play a handful of teams in Illinois. This year, Mount Carmel is one of them. But yeah, I mean, for either team, Mount Carmel or East St. Louis, winning this game is huge for the rest of the season, moving on, because this is one of the hardest matchups for both of these teams' regular seasons. So, moving on, if you get a win here, walk out safely, 1-0 record, that's great. But 0-1, that could, some emotions might fly up, game plans might change, and it's like what we were saying with penalties that can change the game.
So now the ball's back on Carmel's 25. So he walked it off forward and then walked it back. So I don't exactly know what happened, but again, somebody pushed back. Second guy probably got into it. Not sure who it was. Now you got some fast flyers on their own 20 waiting to return a kickoff. It's, you just scored a touchdown. You never want to kick the ball off at your own 25. Carmel's got to be smarter than it, and they got to make a play here on special teams.
Yeah.
Geppetto's ready to go. He's going to have to get this one far down the field.
We're just going to kick it.
That was a great kick.
Pretty good kick. Just behind the 20. Now they got to pick him up early.
Nice tackle.
Nice tackle by Matt Muha.
What an animal that kid is.
Junior linebacker. He's getting the team hyped up and getting this defense ready to go.
Yeah, he's been present early on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's best case scenario right there, kicking off from your own 25. You guys know what outkick your coverage means? Sometimes if you kick, say Charlie kicks the ball too far and their guys can't catch up with it, then, it opens up lanes for East St. Louis. And you saw that, maybe there were some lanes available, but Matt Muha was able to make the tackle. It also means if you meet a girl and she might be a lot prettier than you, but you get to date her, you're out kicking your coverage, but don't worry about it. Keep going.
Two pretty different meanings here, but, right now, Muha, great tackle there. Going to leave him at the 31-yard line. Pass down the middle, that was a risky play. Breaks some tackles down the right sideline. He's got starts, off to the races. Big play there. That's going to be a touchdown for the Flyers. Great play call. It was risky, but it paid off.
John Daly, the golfer and football player. I don't think John Daly right now could make that play, but John Daly, the East St. Louis Flyers did, with an elaborate touchdown celebration. Everybody's favorite.
Now I'm interested to see what's going to happen here because they don't have a kicker. We saw the punt earlier. It wasn't that great, but it worked. It got Carmel in their own territory. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. No, it's a big play right here. We're winning 7-6 right now.
That one point, they miss this. It can come back to haunt them. Fourth quarter, big plays like this. So that one is good. Tie game at 7. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
low
help
kick there, but
it doesn't help when you got a guy on Carmel running on late. I know that's a big play and everything gets kind of flustered and nobody knows what's going on. and everybody's kind of lost. But you got to remember, I'm on a field goal block. I got to be out on the field there. You know, if you want to take advantage of their special teams, you got to be pretty tight on special teams.
Tie game at 7.
Well, you knew they were going to score points, so, and you probably weren't going to win with just 7. So,
yeah,
Coach Lynch gets not a lot of time on the sideline with the guys, but he gets to regroup.
Yeah. So scoreless first quarter leads to early on in the second, tied up at 7 here. Both teams come out with pretty nice touchdowns. Flyers quick to get to the end zone. Caravan not so much. Took them a little bit to ease in. You know, maybe it was new quarterback Jack Elliott. But we're going to have a kickoff here from the Flyers. Dupree and Javi on the return.
Turbo.
Oh, yep, Turbo. I like this call here, Turbo receiving it. You know, if he gets it and he finds a gap, he's gone. All he needs is a block and some space to run, and he's good.
And
low kick.
This is trouble.
This is rough.
Good job, Turbo.
Great.
Turbo jumps on it.
Turbo also a very smart kid.
Oh, yeah.
And he got on that ball as fast as possible because that was a terrible kick, but was going to probably about 4 Flyers around there. Turbo jumped on it. Good field position again outside the 25 on about the 28-yard line. Well, time to regroup.
Offense back out on the field. They've looked good so far this game. You know, I love that screen pass to Turbo for the touchdown. I love how the receivers are stepping up, filling the roles of Dacey and Furlong. Elliott going to take the snap.
Oh, my gosh.
A little softer, that would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Nails Densmore in the face. You know, he was scrambling, kind of running out of time there. Last second decision, but going to be second and 10.
That's a run pass option. So Jack had the run with the running back, saw that the guy crashed down on it, picked the ball up, ran with it, was about to get tackled again. Everybody sucked in on him. He threw it out to Densmore. Densmore not totally ready. Jack with a little bit too much heat on it. Second and 10.
Trips right. Shotgun, Turbo in the backfield. Drops back for a pass. Complete.
A lot of room. Just go forward.
Dupree.
Oh, look at my
He's
guy.
got room.
So elusive.
Tackled from behind. That's a big gain for the Caravan. Moving down the field quickly here. They regrouped after that play that didn't work, you know. But moving down quick. I like how they're using Dupree more often in the slot. I like how he's, you know, they're using him in the pass game a lot more rather in the backfield. And it makes sense. You know, these D linemen are pretty big on the Flyers. Gives Dupree a lot more options.
A lot more space out there, a lot less guys. Gives them one-on-one options, just like
Elliott.
this one.
Oh, quick
God.
pass to Dupree.
Catch the ball, dude. Lifted his head up. Mackay Mixon was on the coverage. He's a 3-star DB junior out of East St. Louis, and then almost landed in number 4's and Charles Bass's hands, a 4-star guy. They got talent, but they put on their shoes just like Carmel does. Second and 10.
See those guys down there with the red hats calling out the play. Trips left. Motions Turbo out to the right side. Oh, pressure right away. It's caught by Densmore. He's got
Great
room.
job. He's got
Space to run down the left sideline. One
job.
guy to get through.
One
Brought
block.
down, yeah. All he needed was that one block. Gets out of bounds.
It was a great play.
Yeah,
Misdirection to the right. Turbo did a great job faking it.
That was number 8, Jackson, with the grab there for the Flyers.
No nickname for Jay on Jackson.
First down, Elliott motions Dupree. Looks for a
Oh, he's
pass.
wide
got
open.
time. Wide. Oh, no, he overthrows him. That is going to haunt him. that is going to come back later on in the game. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough to watch.
Nolan stopped running, thinking that that Elliott was going to hit him in stride, and
Elliott just went right away. He had time to throw too. O-linemen were able to pick up there. That's tough.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if we can get another guy wide open right here, though. It's 2nd and 10. They got a couple plays. They're going to bring Turbo back to the backfield here. Elliott takes the snap, hands it off.
Oh, he's got a hole.
Got a hole. Ooh, big hit there.
He ain't worried about it. There's so much talking. I just hope Carmel stops it. I don't mind it. I can't stop talking in life in general, but as long as they can keep their cool heads about it, because they're doing just fine. It's not like Carmel's not moving the ball on them.
Exactly, yeah.
They're leading the possession game.
5 wide, Elliott alone in the backfield. Red Hats are going to come out, give him a new play. Elliott sets his offense, takes the snap, throws it right away to Turbo. I was worried the ball might come loose there. Turbo was hit right in the shoulder. I believe he might have lost a yard or two, or maybe no gain on that play there, yeah.
He gained like 3 yards.
Yeah, 4th and 3, they ain't going to kick it. They're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
And East St. Louis is going to call timeout. Turbo's going to Naval Academy next year. Again, smart kid, going to play football over there. I was watching a little bit of them play Notre Dame today. Not the best showing for the midshipmen, but
rough game, but Notre Dame does have a great team this year. They're, 95% chance to win. So it's, I mean, first day of college football, it wasn't exciting if you're an Irish fan, but yeah, for Navy guys, I don't know if they were too pleased, but
no, but they said that they spent 159 million American dollars for that game in the city of Dublin. So that's good for Dublin. I don't know if you've ever been to Ireland. You guys are a lot younger than me, so you probably haven't. But make sure that you go there. It's a good time.
Shout out to my grandparents, Kathy and Frank O'Connor, took me to Ireland 2 times actually.
Oh my God, man,
I didn't go to any Notre Dame football games, but I did see where I came from. A lot of guys on this team, they come from that south side of Chicago, the Irish upbringing. So, and I do see how it connects into football. Yeah,
it's like our boy Moody.
Yeah, for sure.
And our producer. So, a lot of Irish blood. My grandparents are from Ireland, so shout out to Ireland.
Elliott comes out.
East St. Louis screaming at each other right now. That could be a good thing.
Good thing for us. Caravan have got to go. Red Hats come out to give him a play. Nolan looks a little bit confused here. Elliott takes the snap.
Got him. Make a catch and
Lopez,
just first down.
First down.
Great pass.
Great pass.
Yeah, put it right where he needed the ball to be. That was Densmore out to the right side.
He's a second away from getting crushed by number 17, so really accurate, great pass.
Nolan back in the game. I'm glad that, they have nothing but pride in the kid. I know that one's a hard one to shake off. You can always just blame your quarterback. But I know they wouldn't. He's a captain, and he loves Jack as well. And they're just going to shake it off and go to the next play. Such is life.
Elliott sets his offense. He's got twins left. Takes a snap.
Face mask.
Wrapped up right away. But, yeah, like you said, I did see a little face mask there.
There are so many bodies, though.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
it's hard to see. I mean, easy to see from up here, but.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the bird's eye view. We're up here in the nest, but refs down there, hard to see in that big group of guys running right up the middle. It's hard to see penalties like that. We've got 8.5 minutes to go here. And I really think, just like in the Loyola game last year, when it's a close game like this, I think the third quarter is going to matter the most.
Third quarter. I like that.
Elliott.
Oh! Wow.
Through Gilliam's hands, but it doesn't matter because Dupree is right there.
that was awesome. There were 3 guys there. The first
Yeah.
2 didn't catch it, and Dupree caught it. So I guess that's kind of how it is. Great catch by Dupree, being in the right place at the right time. We'll take it. Better to be lucky than good sometimes.
Yeah. That was a design play by Coach Lynch. You know, they practiced that over the summer.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I saw him working on it.
Yeah. Moving down the field. Elliott here. Twins right.
Dupree.
Hand off up the middle. Wrapped up right away.
Flyers front 7 is better than I thought they would be.
Yeah.
They're pretty stout. They're not the biggest dudes, but they haven't had much luck up the middle. You know, we got guys like Rafiq, who is 6'3", 310, and then Lamont Miller 6'4", 275, and they're just not able to get the push that I thought they were going to be able to get.
Elliott tries to get that D-line to go off sides. 4 receivers here. Elliott takes a snap, looks out to the right. It's a pass, risky one. Yeah, that one swatted away there by the Flyers defender. Gets through that gap. Tough play. It was intended for Matthew Marquette, who you know, he had a slow start last year. Actually had a touchdown against Buffalo Grove that first round of the playoffs. But you know, he's taken a bigger role this year for sure. So we'll see how that pans out. But yeah, you know, there was a lot of talk about Elliott replacing Dowling and how that would work out. But you know, Mr. Bax, you've said it countless times, that is not a worry at all. Elliott's a great quarterback. You know, for me, I look at the receivers and how that's going to work. Elliott takes a snap here, rolls out right, pressure,
Oh, wow.
See,
gets
this is-
past it.
Oh, and
throws
there's a
it
flag.
deep.
That should be.
Thank
passed.
you.
The
Yeah,
flag, there you go.
They'll put the ball at the 1 yard line.
You know, you can call it uncatchable or not, but the guy literally tackled him, so you can't find out if it was uncatchable or
Yeah.
not. And Jack Elliott, what we've been talking about, smart kid, doesn't take the sack, uses his legs, gets outfield, finds his guy, you know, Darion Dupree running up the sideline. You know, in this offense, when you watch Justin Lynch a few years ago, Jordan's little brother, run this offense, he made a ton of plays. Densmore's out there trying to fight guys. Stop fighting, guys. Get on the sideline. Exactly. Lynch is yelling at him to get on the sidelines. Stop fighting.
Yeah.
It's silly, you know. It's just not worth it. You play between the whistles. The guy's got his arms up. Get on the sideline. Sit on the bench. Have a sip of water and relax, brother.
Yeah, Densmore, you know, like you said, transferred in. He's had a pretty good game so far, but
Yeah, he's playing great.
I think this goes for more than just him. Everybody's just got to cool out. We're in the red zone here. We have a chance to take a lead against the Flyers, which would be great going into halftime, these last few minutes of the second quarter. So we'll see what happens right here. I wouldn't be surprised to see Dupree get the block. We'll see, though.
Yeah, I want to see what they do with Densmore. I imagine they let him relax as long as he can relax. He's talking with Coach. Coach, wide receiver coach, is an awesome dude. Played at University of Illinois, went to Simeon. He's like, he's just a great guy. Father of like 3 girls. Coach Lynn's putting Densmore back in, so he chilled.
Yeah.
I like when you give your guys a second chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't just. Luckily, he didn't get a penalty for any of that, and he was able to relax.
Let the emotions kind of fizzle out. Densmore back out there. Twins right.
Ooh.
Whoa,
Let's
wildcat
go.
there. Dupree takes the snap.
All right.
Short gain. I like the play. You know, big games like this, big matchups, it's good to kind of confuse the defense and be like, why is their best running back taking the snap right now in the red zone? What's going on? You know, for the D lineman, it's, you know, kind of makes them jump, and Caravan look to take opportunity there. But, you know, it's a short game, but it's a good game here.
Yeah, it's second and goal now from the 2. So they got half of it. Maybe
Yeah.
the 3. And like you said, it just makes them think for an extra second what's going on, makes you hesitate.
Elliott
They
takes a
gave it to
snap.
Dunsmore. Go.
Sweet
Oh, he
touch,
scored.
touchdown, Caravan. There you go. You could write a book about that. I mean, just that play right there. I mean, gets into a scuffle with the Flyers, calms down, lets the emotions fizzle out, runs it in
Lynch
for a
goes
touchdown.
to Coach Lynch goes to him 2 plays later. Coach Lynch literally grabs him and tells him to get off the field. Puts him back on the field because of a penalty and time going by. Slaps him on the butt. 2 plays later, hands him the ball. He scores a touchdown.
Love that sweet play. They used it in Batavia a couple years ago to win that game. Probably my favorite call, furling out to the right side. Huge voice crack. He scores. No voice crack this time though. I'm trying to limit myself to just 2 a game. Here,
2 a game?
2 a game.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Haven't used them yet. Well, probably fourth quarter. Some big plays. Geppetto, right down the middle. This kid is automatic.
Good for Geppetto.
I think he kicked it over the net.
I saw him drilling 45 yards in warm-ups today, so he's been locked in.
Yeah. 1 touchdown lead here. 6 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the first half. Things are going our way. Things are going the Caravan's way here. Maybe we can take a 2-score lead here going into halftime. But we're really going to have to stop the Flyers. We gave up an easy touchdown. They only ran 1 play, huge. I think that was, 65-yard touchdown down the right sideline. So we got to limit ourselves there. But
And that was their biggest fear, coming into the game, and Coach OB coaching the defense was just not giving up the big plays. So it happened. We went back down, marched down, and scored. We've scored on 2 out of 3 possessions so far, so that's good. It's taking a little bit more time than they're used to, but it's also keeping that offense off the field and keeping the defense fresh.
the kick by Geppetto. Up and away. Left side, just before the 10-yard line. Oh, they got to get him here.
Got a nice tackle.
Nice wrap up.
Wrap him up just after the 30-yard line. Flyers are going to have, just over 65 yards to go.
Jesse Watson, another guy going to Purdue on East St. Louis, so Purdue got a little connection going on down there. My uncle Jim Sherlock played football at Purdue with Jim Everett and Rod Woodson, guys you don't know because it was way before your time, but glory years of Purdue. Did you know that Purdue was the founding father of the Big Ten?
I did not know that.
I only noticed that lately because I Googled it wondering why Purdue was actually in the Big Ten, and then I realized that they founded it. So
There you go.
egg on my face.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of news going on with the Big Ten now. You got teams coming over from the West Coast moving in. It'll be interesting to see how that pans out in the scheme, college football. But right now, we're concerned about the Catholic League. We're concerned about Illinois. We're concerned about these Flyers.
play.
Battle.
Great wrap up.
Yeah, wrap them up in the backfield. That starts again.
Celebrate with your teammates. Nice tackle by Parker. He's a huge dude going to the University of Ohio next year, the Bobcats, the MAC, which we've seen a lot of conferences change over the last couple of years. The MAC, still the MAC. So I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. But that was a huge play.
Let's see if they can stop him again. Battle lines up, sets his offense, takes the snap, drops back for a pass out to the right side, tipped away. Ooh.
Great tip.
Yeah, good play. They stopped him again. That's 2 great defensive plays in a row. A sack and then a tipped pass.
They're down in 11. Flyers, not exactly sure what they do here. Last time we saw them in a long pass down play, Carmel only rushed 3. Parker is at the end of the line, so it looks like they're going to rush their 4 D linemen and use Parker as a rusher off the edge.
Like this blitz here. Battle. Oh, pressure.
Great job.
Complete pass. That was a great ball by
Great
Pops
pass,
Battle
dude.
there. Yeah.
But it was 3rd and 12, and he only threw it 3 yards, and
True.
Xander Gorman was on his hip. So good job, Xander. Well, while we're waiting here, my cousin Jimmy wants to give his dog a shout out. So shout out to Stella, Jimmy Sherlock, the son of Jimmy Sherlock, who went to Purdue, who's also the grandson of Jim Sherlock, who went to all went to Mount Carmel, and Grandpa Jim played at Notre Dame. So they dudes, Southside dudes, all went to Carmel, third generation, maybe fourth. His brother Jack played for Mount Carmel and played for the Jack Rabbits at South Dakota State, who are now kind of the perennial FCS Division I FCF team. Used to be North Dakota State, who Jack unfortunately couldn't beat his time at South Dakota State, but now they're kind of the team to beat, and ISU is also in that FCS kind of bracket. So go Jack Rabbits and go Sherlocks. We're punting, or they're punting.
Yeah.
So this is fun. This is
gonna
always kind
be-
of like, what's going to happen now?
Yeah.
Last time it was a good punt from number 11.
11, Reese Shanklin, 6'1", 175, backup QB. He's a freshman.
Oh, look at Reese. Freshman punter.
Freshman punter under the lights. Let's see if we can get this down.
My man Daggs is only about 20 yards away from him, so they want to try to not. Oh, the
Ooh.
snap.
High snap, but he gets it off.
It's left. It has. He knows how to roll it, and then there's a flag. Who's getting the flag? If it's freaking Mount.
Yeah,
It's Mount Carmel.
I think that's gonna be us here. I think there's a little disagreement between the refs, and I think that's Xander Gorman.
Yeah.
Maybe a little scuffle we didn't see there while we were watching the ball go down the field there. I mean, in terms of punting, that was an all right one. It puts the Caravan in their own territory. But let's see what this flag does here. I believe, I think it's against the Caravan.
Looks like a first down.
Yeah.
Xander making a lot of good plays, but a dumb one there. I don't know. Lynch has the offense. Nobody knows what's going
I
on.
think it's a 15-yard penalty on Gorman.
Oh, at the end of the play.
Yeah.
All right.
Unnecessary roughness.
So we get it. Can't give one dog love without another one, so I'd like to shout out my brother's dog, Wally. Moody, feel free to shout out any of your dogs as we have some time to kill here and there.
I wish I had a dog. Don't, but
Same, brother. I got a kid named Boomer, and someone in my family might have said that that's actually a dog's name. So, shout out Boom.
You're exactly right, Moody. That's a big penalty here, but Elliott's going to take the snap.
Let's go.
Runs it right up the middle. Oof.
one man to beat.
Yeah, wrapped up. Exactly. Only one guy there, but
Smiley Bradford's good.
yeah, I mean, that's a huge series there. The Caravan get the ball back. They've got 4 minutes left in the first half, and they have a chance to go up 2 scores, heading into halftime. So this is really big. This is very important. So I'm excited to see what plays we're going to run here.
Yeah, that 15-yard penalty was walked off, but it's still 2nd and 10. The 15 yards would have been nice right about now.
Yeah.
I think the big thing is just not to give the ball back to East St. Louis. I mean, they can turn it into 7 really, really quick.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, we saw it, with their first score of the game was a huge touchdown.
Yeah.
That pass going to be incomplete, intended for Turbo, but
we
he hit
got a
defender
late
right on.
hit.
Yeah.
Late hit. Elliott
That
gets
helps
back
us.
up, though. He's going to walk it off.
It's a first down.
Definitely going to help us.
God bless him. Personal fouls, roughing the passer. So back-to-back personal fouls. These guys like to negate each personal foul for each other, which is kind of fun. But that one I think more costly because it would have been 3rd and 10, and now it's 1st and 10 on the Caravan 39.
I think the play before East St. Louis was wanting the ball back. Now they're trying to keep the Caravan out of their own territory.
Yeah.
Yeah. You also got to think, time's winding down here. We might be seeing a Geppetto field goal, if things get to it.
Yeah.
First down, though. Elliott takes the snap, drops back for a pass, tipped away.
Sorry.
I thought that one was going to be taken to the barn there. I thought, but it's not. We're still in it. Just under 3.5 minutes to go.
Dangerous pass.
Yeah.
I mean,
Risky, but he was open
Yeah.
from Elliott's POV. I mean, yeah.
It's Mekhi Mixon. He's come up with a cramp, so let's thank him for not drinking enough water pregame and not returning that pass out to the flat for 7 to tie that ball game up. So,
and that intended receiver was Dupree, and he had some room there, so that could have been dangerous. But gonna be 2nd and 10. We'll see if the carry can get downfield.
He's just gonna carry him off the field. That's
okay.
That's love.
Haven't seen that before. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
putting
that's
the
how
guy
maybe
brought
an
over
my
his
army,
son.
shoulder.
but
I brought my son to bed last night, but I've never seen it on the football field.
Nope. Caravan gonna regroup here. They got to get downfield. This series isn't going as fast as the previous one was. But as far as scoring goes, we've been doing really well. I think the run game is they're showing up. Dupree and Turbo are doing great. I love these jet sweeps we're running out. With Marquette and Densmore for that TD. So
Yeah, we've seen Dupree more in a receiving role than a running back role.
yeah,
yeah.
and I kind of like it. It gives other guys opportunities. It gives Dupree more chances to make a play. Elliott gonna line up. Motions Dupree and
there
he
you go.
runs right over the line of scrimmage. That helps us out,
Very undisciplined.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. He saw Dupree going. He thought Elliott was going to take the ball there. That helps us out. 2nd and 5. Limited time here. We're coming down to a close in the first half. The ball is on the 44-yard line. Elliott, he's got trips left. Drops back for a pass. He's got time. Big play downfield. Gilliam. Goes out with one hand.
Oh, that ref was reaching, but he didn't.
Yeah, I thought he was going to throw it up there, but now we've got 3rd and 5. Still Caravan in their own territory.
So that was Gilliam versus Taylor Powell. Gilliam's going to Kent State. Taylor Powell's going to Northern Illinois. So, again, two guys might see each other now in the MAC as opposed to Dupree and Bradford seeing each other in the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
Maction. Tuesday night Maction. 3rd and 5, 3:20 to go.
Elliott alone in the backfield. Motions.
Oh, what a play.
Oh, Turbo. He's got room to run.
Let's get a first.
great.
Breaks through some tackles. That's a first down
Yeah.
for the Caravan. Great play.
Great reach, too.
Yeah.
They attack all 50-yard lines of the field. 50 yards from one sideline to another. And Lynch does a good job using his guys.
Elliott takes
Fake.
it again.
Wait.
Fakes it to Turbo.
No,
He's got room to run. Here we go.
He's going to get hawked, but
He's
got
got
a
one
first
guy to
down.
beat.
There's
That's a huge play.
Great play.
Huge play for Elliott. Makes a great read there. Yeah, that was, couldn't ask for better. Just under 3 minutes to go, and they've made their way down the field in, just about 30 seconds here. Yeah, you can see the penalties are starting to kind of go away more. These guys are a lot more comfortable. It's week 1 that's going to happen. That first quarter is going to be kind of rough. Shake the dust off, but we're back in it. Up by a touchdown, looking to go for 2.
I love what Lynch did there. He runs it with motion, gives it to Turbo, goes the outside, runs the same play again, fakes it, Turbo goes up the middle.
It really makes the defense think.
How he throws
That
it.
play, through Gilliam's hands. He had a chance there. Not going to pull it in. Shave some time off the clock. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. In the red zone once again. Caravan looking to make a statement heading into halftime.
Gilliam's coach telling him, hey, give me a little peek inside, let him think
Yeah.
that you're going inside and then run outside and give yourself a little bit more room out there. Number 2, not Smiley, Taylor Powell, pretty much in his grill, but tall dude. Jack's been putting it in the right place. I think the play will work. I at some point this game.
Elliott's got Turbo in the backfield. Motions, drops back for a pass. Ooh, takes it himself. It's going to be a short. Actually, I think he might have lost yards there.
Oh, he's still up.
Oh,
Look at
still
Elliott.
up, still
Get
going.
off of me. Elliott's a tough dude.
Yeah.
He got smacked in the backfield and still, by Smiley. Not so Smiley there. More mean. And he still was able to keep up on his feet. So 3rd and 12. 2 minutes on the clock. They ran it there, so the clock's running. They got 17 seconds here. Again, what do? Do you put the ball on the ground and put it on Louis' foot? We're looking at from here.
Yeah, I mean, Louis could definitely,
About a 35-yarder.
Yeah, which, I think he could knock it down, but we've still got time. It just goes, 3rd and long. It'll be interesting to see. Maybe a little Gilliam pass on the sideline. They tried it a couple times here, but number 2, Taylor Powell, has been on him pretty much the whole night, so we'll see what happens.
In basketball, you call timeouts, and sometimes they're setting up a play for a last second on the shot clock, or last second in the game, getting a guy open for a play. Coach Lynch is pretty good at these plays, getting these guys a second to say, hey, let's come here and talk about it. Let's put you guys all in the right places. Let's talk about what we want to do here, what we want to accomplish. Knowing Coach for the little bit of time that I've known him so far, he likes points, and he's a pretty aggressive guy.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see what this play is. What is it going to be? I don't know. But maybe he uses Dupree as a decoy and gets it to his boy Gardner, 19, who's a pretty fun kid in the slot. Haven't seen a lot from him yet. If he dropped his mouthpiece and has to go get it, okay, bud. Maybe forget about it for one play.
Pistol. Dupree in the backfield. Twins right. Motions Densmore.
Option.
Oh,
Run it.
great pitch to Dupree. Moving upfield.
So it's cool. It's inbound still. The clock's
Yeah.
going to run. I don't know how many timeouts left Flyers got.
I think they're probably going to use it or not.
We'll see what happens.
They're
Yeah.
going to kick it. So the clock's going to run inside of a minute.
Going up 10 points possibly at halftime. That's exactly what happened last year against Loyola, except we were the ones down.
Yeah.
So we had to come back there in the 3rd quarter. We had some unanswered points. Things came down to the 4th quarter. I think we're kind of seeing the same thing here. It's just a lot more defense is playing in, not as a high-scoring game as last year, but we'll see what happens.
Yes. Oh, I love it.
Offsides.
There you go.
Doesn't matter.
That won't give us the first down, but that'll get us close.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is this 4th down territory?
Now it's 4th and 2.
Yeah.
And Coach Lynch is taking off the kick. Yeah, it is. They're going
There
for
you
it.
go.
He's an animal.
I mean, just like that, simple penalty changes the game here. Caravan have a chance to
5
go
yards.
up 2 touchdowns.
Where's the 5 yards? Oh, the ball. They don't have the ball. Louis took the ball with them. God bless Louis. His mom's Julie, Dad John. Miss Geppetto is a yoga teacher, so I think maybe that. Where's our 5 yards?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. That was offsides against the Flyers, correct? That's what I saw. Yeah, here we go. Moving up.
Thanks, bro. I think Louis probably gets his calmness from his mom teaching him some yoga and some breathing techniques. Let's get a first down. Let's get a touchdown. Let's
go.
Up 14 points.
Trips right.
Oh,
gosh.
Again.
There you go.
This is funny.
Yeah,
God bless him. God bless East St. Louis. God bless Mount Carmel. God bless Jack Elliott and these, hard counts. I mean,
Yeah, I love it though. You take that slot guy in a motion, D-line just starts freaking out. They're like, where the heck is the ball going? They have no idea, so they just flinch.
first and
And
goal.
there you go. First and goal for the Caravan.
48 seconds. Ball on the 2
Yeah.
or 3.
I saw the East St. Louis coaches go nuts. They threw their
Yeah,
like
I'd be going nuts.
back to back.
Driving 3 hours to go
out to the-
offsides twice.
Elliott
Oh,
gonna run it
touchdown.
in.
Let's go, Jack.
Touchdown, Caravan! Elliott gets his first rushing touchdown of the season.
I
You
love
love to
right
see
now.
it. We go up 2 scores, just under 40 seconds left in the first half. That is, that great play. And that touchdown they scored against us, that was,
Yeah.
it's not luck, but it's still, a little
It's
bit.
fluky.
Yeah, it's, little 60-yard short pass down the sideline. They definitely wish they could have it back, Caravan defense, but still. Let's see if Louis can knock down this extra point, make it 21-7.
Yeah. He still gets to kick a field goal, so, not all for nothing, or an extra point. But, with all these penalties, what do we got? Timeout.
This could be a
With
number of things here.
Penalties, especially these pre-snap penalties or after-play penalties, stuff like that, that aren't really on the field. It's not holding. It's not an aggressive play. Maybe it's a holding or a defensive pass interference or something like that. It's actually mental stuff. It's coaching. And maybe, you don't want to hear it, but the coaches, if this was happening to Mount Carmel right now, Jordan Lynch would feel, Coach Lynch and the Carmel coaching staff would feel that they failed their guys in some kind of way, that they haven't prepared them well enough for this. And I think that I'd imagine East St. Louis has to be a little embarrassed at having that many penalties.
Yeah, I mean,
while
we
the
don't.
clock isn't even running.
Yeah, we don't have the exact stats, but there's definitely been a handful of plays where those pre-snap flags. It's changed the tide of the game for sure.
Well, you could add. Carmel's obviously moving the ball, and they got 3 touchdowns in 2 quarters, and that's all really well and good. But they got at least 100 yards worth of penalties too. That just basically add to your yardage. You know what I mean? They don't. It doesn't go into pre-stat book or Jack's stat book, but. I always kind of hold my breath on these kickoffs, so let's just make a play.
Yeah. Just tackle him, stop him, get on defense.
Yeah.
My man Moody.
40 seconds left. If they can keep them back just as far back as they can behind that 30-yard line, they'll be looking pretty good heading into half. Number 3.
I like it. It's
Bennett.
basically that's a fair catch. So
go.
it's at the 30, but
Yeah.
Didn't want to risk a long return.
Yeah.
So.
Because they have been getting gaps on these kickoffs. They're big dudes, big guys. East St. Out for the Flyers, and especially on a play like that, a kickoff where you have a lot of time to make space, they're gonna take advantage of it. So I like that play by Louis. Just a little high kickoff to the right, fair catch at the 34-yard line.
so they got their dime package in. $11 penalties. This is
Big
trouble.
play.
Oh.
I thought he had that for a second,
I
but
did too.
incomplete.
Big
Yeah.
drop there.
When there's not that much time left on the clock and the defense is in basically like a cover 4 or a cover 2, you can't let a guy behind you on that.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly sure what happened with Javi and Jade in there, but they got to be a little bit more cognizant of what is on the game clock and what is at stake. And really, all you cannot let up right now is a touchdown. So even if a guy does get behind you, grab him and tackle him. It's a pass interference. The only thing that cannot happen right now is giving up a touchdown.
What's even worse is East St. Louis, they're going to have the ball at the beginning of the second half.
Okay.
We really
This
can't
is
let them
that
score
touchdown that we're
here.
talking about.
Yeah.
Nice tackle.
Nice
Good
hit.
job.
Big play. A lot of chatter there
A
after
lot
the
of
play, but
emotions.
they split up. I think that tension has kind of died out now that it's a 2-score game. I think St. Louis, they might be closing their mouths a little bit until they score again. So
Yeah, right. I don't think that's in their game plan of not talking. But Carmel just got to stay smart about it. I like that run play there. Kind of all the DBs had their backs turned. There's only one linebacker on the field.
let's see what happens here. Yeah, going to
5
be
is
another big
open.
pass
Oh.
play.
Oh.
Luha
Holding-
almost gets through.
Holding East St.
Flag.
Louis.
Yeah. I saw it at the end of the play.
He said what? Well, he held him, coach. Good job. Who's 44 on Carmel?
That'd be Daniel Banks.
My man.
Yeah, senior.
He's getting a good rush on.
Mm-hmm. He's got that great build for defense, you know.
Yeah.
Stocky, muscular, great rush guy. Yeah.
And they're using him in these like must-pass situations, and he's doing a good job. Sophomore Braden Jones on the field, number 99. He's a sophomore at Mount Carmel. He's gets in a lot.
Yeah.
Pretty much starts 6'4", 235 defensive end. Guy to kind of keep your eye on here with 18 seconds left. Again, you just can't give up a touchdown. So whatever you got to do to not give up a touchdown, you got to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we go back to starts and Muha this time.
And we got a little screen funnel,
Pass.
tackle, fumble.
That's
Ball
Xander.
is
That's
loose.
us. That's us.
Xander's such a stud.
Yeah.
There we
He's
go.
such a stud.
Got it.
Now that's why he's got 2-7, and that's why time is running out on the clock here.
And that's the half. Good job.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, he called the time. Wait, they have timeouts?
No. They don't have any.
Yeah, I did see the ref signal.
If they've had a timeout, what are they waiting for?
Yeah.
I think it's a penalty if you call timeout if you don't have like any timeouts left.
Yeah.
In football, I would imagine it is. It's a penalty. It reminds me of, and none of you guys will remember this, when Chris Webber and the Fab Four were playing North Carolina in basketball.
I remember that. I've seen that.
I guess you guys
Big
got YouTube.
Mental fluke there.
Okay, 2 seconds on the clock. This half is not over.
But Xander made a huge play there.
He did, yeah.
It
Showed up when needed.
It was smart. The guy was running with the ball kind of hanging out, and he punched it out. You know, turnovers are a huge deal. Again, we're talking about that, right? Turnovers, penalties, stuff like that. So obviously they're winning the penalty battle. If they would have recovered that fumble, which they had an opportunity to, they'd be winning the turnover battle. And then you know, they're winning the time of possession battle. They're winning a lot of key stats here. They're winning the celebrating with your team battle.
Defense takes the field again. So there's 2 seconds left. Yeah, this is just gonna be, you know, up to luck here. See what we got. 4 receivers. Battle, drops back,
holding.
pressure
Yeah,
row, hey.
Where's the flag?
Yeah.
They didn't call it? They didn't call it yet.
And
Pick.
oh,
Well,
Doesn't
that was
matter,
holding.
end of
It
that
doesn't
play
matter.
just kind of
Yeah.
fell apart right away. That is the half.
Look-
Caravan 21, Flyers 7. A great start. You know, just what Coach Lynch wanted. Wanted to come out up by 2 scores. You know, 24 minutes in. We've got 24 left. It's going to be exciting. I really do think this third quarter is going to matter because, you know, the Caravan could close it out. We could score a couple more. Or the Flyers could come back. They definitely have the talent. They have the ability to. So this Caravan defense has got to step up. And they have been stepping up throughout this first half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flyers get the ball at half. So they'll have their opportunity to see what happens. Second half adjustment or halftime adjustments. The body language of the Flyers, not terrible. Obviously, they're not used to this stuff, losing in general. So we'll see how they come out, you know, and we'll see how Carmel comes out. I don't think they have to do too much different, and maybe just need to adjust. And you see Coach Anto, who's been coaching at Carmel for 30.
This is 33 years, 25 on the varsity staff. Yeah.
33 years coaching. So he's talking to Coach Lynch on the way out. Obviously, he has some nuggets of wisdom, or he's just telling them a funny joke. But
Yeah.
Carmel will come back out in 15 minutes and
Yeah.
see what they got to do.
Boys are going to be back real soon. Up by 14. Caravan are winning against the Flyers. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students are invited to join us on Friday, September 15th as Mount Carmel takes on St. Rita. We'll enjoy a great night as we celebrate 100 years of football at MC and the bright future ahead for the program.
Head on over to www.mchs.org/visitmc to register.
Mount Carmel will host 2 open houses this fall. Join us on Sunday, October 15th and Sunday, November 12th to tour our facilities, meet our students, and learn more about the incredible brotherhood that drives each of us to be the best we can be.
Register at www.mchs.org/visitmc.
Would you like to experience what a day with the Caravan looks like? Please come down to 6410 South Dante to shadow a current student attending Mount Carmel.
Visit our website to register and learn more.
Mr. Bax, what else should people know about these Shadow Days?
Shadow Days are great ways to experience Mount Carmel. Mount Carmel being 123 years old in the city of the great neighborhood of Woodlawn in the south side of Chicago at 6410 South Dante. Not everybody gets down there, and not everybody gets to experience it. So coming to it, you kind of get to see what it's all about. You get to experience the brotherhood. You get to see the beautiful campus. You get to work with the awesome teachers that we have there, and you get to kind of take it's a little bit of a mystery of what Mount Carmel is until you actually get there. I want to know, you guys, what has been your favorite experiences so far at Mount Carmel?
I would say homecoming pep rallies. I look forward to that every year. The events we have, homecoming week. It all starts Monday. We get to, it's dress down days, and then we make our way up to Friday. At the end of the school day, we have this huge pep rally. There's guys smashing pumpkins. Everybody's going wild in the alumni gym. And then right at, that last bell rings, I know in just a couple hours I'm going to be announcing, this football game. So I'm really excited for this year's homecoming, and that's definitely my favorite memory.
Yeah, from last year, it was just playing golf with my friends, 9 holes at the school every day. Just what better way is there to spend your days?
And that's at Jackson Park, which is right next to Lake Michigan. This year for the Mount Carmel Freshman Expedition, we got to bring all the freshmen down to the lake. They got to jump in the lake. There's very few high schools in Chicago, especially in Chicago, that, the guys can go, the freshmen, the football team practice, they jump in the lake. The freshmen had an expedition. We hung out at the school all day. We had some great alumni. Stephen Filer, who played at Notre Dame. The V-Man, who won water polo state championship, our first state championship in 1975. Nate Turner, who played in a Super Bowl with the Buffalo Bills. All these guys got to come down. They talked to the freshmen. They got to experience what it's like. They got to bond with each other. And then they got to run out to the 63rd Street Beach, which is awesome. I had actually never been there before. There's a place called Reggie's on there for adults who ever want to go and hang out and experience that place. But the beach was great. We got to jump in the water. We took pictures. We played in the sand, all that fun stuff. And, Carmel's a special place. There's a reason why it's been around, being all boys. I think you get to kind of be yourself. You get to school. You get to, everything's kind of business when you're there for the most part. You don't have to worry about any kind of outside drama. And you get to, experience it with your boys and grow up. You guys are 14 to 18. You leave at 18. We got a saying around there. You come to Carmel as a boy. If you care to work and struggle at it, you'll leave as a man. And I want to add on to that. And you're going to win. Like the Carmel's winning right now on the football field, but you win in the classroom. You win in life. I got a buddy out there who flies planes for Southwest Airlines. I got another buddy who's an ear, nose, and throat doctor. Pat Jarvis out there. Amazing guy that we're all rooting for right now. He's an awesome dude, and I want to shout out his dog real quick. 3 pups, Jackson, Bailey, and Boomer, so he does have a dog. That's my son's name. But, these great guys, grow up to be men, and they win in life, and it's just not on the field like Carmel's doing right now against East St. Louis.
Yeah.
We're almost ready to go here. East St. Louis going to get the ball. Geppetto's been playing great tonight. We saw him practicing some field goals, and he's dangerous. 45 and in, so we'll see. But the way it's been going, we've got 3 touchdowns. Louis did kick a field goal, but there was a penalty on the play. Which, by the way, East St. Louis has 102 yards in penalties, and 96 yards in offense. So if you're wondering why they're down 14 points right now, I think that, could be a big reason why. Yeah.
They have that one touchdown that they had was 69 yards. So really they got about 37 yards of total offense outside of that one big play, which you got to give them credit for. But the 102 penalty yards, is definitely a problem. Louis is so hyped up right now that the ball just keeps falling off the tee.
Yeah.
So they're going to bring Hobby in to hold it for him. Hobby is on the wrong side. You got to stand on the other side, buddy. And he's got to hold the ball.
Yeah, Lou's a great player to have in your pocket because he's so consistent all the time with his kicks and everything. Like, he's just a safe person to have if you ever need 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that windy out, so I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. But I hate when you got to get up and run now, Javi. Go, bro. Oh, I guess he's the safety, so that's okay.
Oh, big hit. Parker starts. Hello to the second half. Oh, my God.
We were wondering how they were going to come out and play, and it looks like captain and second-year starter, the heartbeat of the defense, said this is how we're going to come out and play this one.
Yeah,
So
that kickoff looked a lot different than the other ones we've seen tonight. Most times they hit a gap, they have some room to run. That Parker comes in, guns blazing, right past that 30-yard line, explodes. That was a great play by the Caravan.
Yeah, and that's why he's the captain.
Yeah.
let's go Caravan.
Let's see. Battle takes a snap.
Oh, they run the ball.
Handoff. Haven't seen the run game from the Flyers so much tonight.
Tayron Martin.
Yeah, they've usually been attacking in the air.
Yeah, they run on those huge plays because, they had so many last season in the state championship game, too.
Yeah. I mean, we were there because we played right after them. We were on the field, and I remember Prairie Ridge, they scored that first touchdown early on, and after that, it wasn't the same game. 57-7 final score in a state championship game. And props to the Flyers for that. That's incredible. Yeah, they only had 2 losses last year. They're going to run it again.
Look at them. Go for it.
Pretty much the same play, but different result. A couple more yards there.
Lost the helmet, so he's got to come off the field.
For one play,
Well, so far adjustments for the Flyers are we're going to run the rock between the tackles. I mean, those are some pretty big boys on their O-line, obviously. And that running back, only 5'8", but got him listed here at 200 pounds. So bowling ball reminds me of a young Donald Dorham with that size. And he ran the ball well.
Yeah. See a motion here. Little jet sweep out to the left side. He's got almost wrapped up.
Oh, hold him.
I got to get him right here. Oh, finally gets down. That was a scary sight.
Yeah.
I saw Dagler. Dagler was there, though. He was ready at that 10-yard line to pick him up, but that is a really big play there. And Moody, I mean, like you just said, they live off these big plays, these big moments. The energy carries from play to play, from first down to first down. But, if it's dead, if the run game isn't working and they try to pass it, things just don't work out, then the whole series just kind of dies out, and they have to punt it away. But, they're coming out strong here in the second half. That
nice
run,
tackle.
Nice tackle there.
Picked
up.
Yeah, that was without Starks.
Yeah.
Starks was off the field for that play, so who knows why.
That was Tavon Rice.
Tavon Rice, captain, wraps him up.
One thing you saw in that big run from East St. Louis a couple of plays ago was a lot of blocking downfield. So, when you see that out of guys, they're not giving up. Like, you can't expect them to, just go away because they're down a couple scores at halftime. These guys have, won a ton of games. They've been in a lot of big games. They've played, really good teams. So they're not going to go away.
Yeah.
And it's 2nd and 10, or 2nd and 8, inside of almost inside the Caravan red zone.
Yeah, they've got trips left here. Takes a snap. Gonna
Keeps
take it himself. Quarterback keeper.
So now it's a one-score game.
I mean, right there.
That's it.
Changes the dynamic of the game. And, I mean, Moody just predicted that. He said they live off of these big plays. They had a huge huge play back there. Broke through some tackles, got down into the red zone. And, yeah, just like that, one-score game, 21-13. Let's see if they can make another extra point. They're 1 for 1 tonight. And they scored pretty quickly there. Only took them, about a minute and a half.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
Yeah. But, I mean, Caravan have to respond. And I think third quarter, most, vital, most crucial part of this game right now. And it comes to show that they come out, make it a one-score game within a minute and a half. Oh,
nice
there
block.
you go.
Great
There
job
you
by
go.
Javi there.
Yeah.
Can play dividends later. Still a one-score game, obviously.
But that's a
with the
big play because now they have to go for 2 and it just makes everything more complicated.
Yeah, yeah. That changes the game. They're 1 for 2 on extra points tonight. And having a good special teams unit, it won't put you in situations like this. So, yeah, down by 8 now. Caravan are going to look to make it a 2-score game again like they did just before halftime.
Yep.
Elliott's going to take the field again. And he really fits this mold, the Caravan defense. That zone read offense, he fits beautifully into it. I really see him working well with Dupree and Turbo. And receivers, they're settling in. It is week 1, so I think they're going to find what plays work well, what plays don't up here. So
yeah, they're going to build up the chemistry, all that, and
yeah.
It just should be up and running in like week 4, week 5.
Yeah, and Jack, he was on varsity last year. It's not like he went from JV straight up. He was a punter, threw a touchdown in the state championship game.
And
so
threw a touchdown against Loyola too.
Yeah, so a lot of experience. He's ready to go here. First, we got to have this kickoff though, which this could go
anywhere.
Yeah, this is a wild card right here.
It's probably going to go right or left.
It'll be short.
Be
You
going off
see
the
those guys.
side of his foot.
Yeah, Muha and Jordan, Braden Jordan. You see, they're just that second line kind of.
Right.
I kind of see it.
Oh, look at it.
Big kick there. Actually gets back.
Nice catch.
Trying to get it back to the middle of the field. He's
Okay,
got a
he's
lane. Still good
That's-
field position to start.
I feel like a couple plays they've been just decided by one guy to tackling a Caravan player. Like, if he misses that tackle, he has so much open room.
Yeah.
And that's Javi. Javi's a junior. Javi has an offer from UAB. He's playing safety. Obviously has some speed and some skills for them to put him back there in the as a kickoff returner. So let's go Caravan. East St. Louis came out and they made a mark. It's now their turn. Dupree is in the backfield. They have their tight end in there, Nolan. So maybe they're going to try to run the rock too.
Brings him in motion. Handoff up the middle. That'll be a short gain, but a good gain nonetheless. Let's see. We got the Red Hats coming out.
Yeah, we picked up about 4 yards there. We probably, what we've been able to do so far is milk the clock, which has been great, and move the ball. So the clock's moving. Still got their tight end in there. They like to run out of this play or out of this formation. If they don't, they like to keep him in to provide Elliott an extra blocker and extra time when they're throwing the ball downfield.
It's Joe Nolan there. Twins left. Ooh, breaks a tackle. It's Densmore.
Picked up 2 yards.
Wrapped up just after the line of scrimmage there. Now we've got third down, 4 yards, I believe.
Long three.
3 yards. Let's see,
So they're where they want to be in down and distance.
Yeah. They can definitely convert this. That was a huge part of the team last year, 65% third down conversion rate. And
trying to get them to jump.
Yeah, I think the Flyers are kind of catching on, when that motion comes from that slot receiver, in this case Densmore, you got to be patient, you got to wait. Elliott now. Trips left.
Go straight.
Complete pass to Dupree.
Nice.
First down and more.
Lowers the head, gets extra few yards.
Yeah.
Stop talking.
Tackled inbounds.
If East St. Louis tightens up, they're still talking. Oh, he's injured. Hope he's okay. Hands are moving, so everything's all right.
Yeah.
But if East St. Louis tightens up on those penalties, it's a whole different ball game, right? So Carmel still has to play smart, still has to play within themselves, still has to just worry about themselves and what they're doing and looking out for their brothers, and not so much getting in any kind of talking contest with East St. Louis. Because as we saw, East St. Louis can talk, and they're probably really good at it. So
Yeah.
you're probably not going to win that one. So just keep to your own, keep to yourself. Don't get any stupid penalties. Keep moving the ball upfield. Again, we got 2 minutes off the clock on a drive. They got the ball almost past the 50-yard line. They got a 1st and 10. Let's keep it smart, and let's hope this kid's okay.
On the border of Flyer territory here. Up by 8. 8 minutes, 49 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Yeah, this is a crucial series right here. We've been seeing a lot more of Dupree kind of in that slot, receiver role, which compared to last year, I kind of like. Last year we did have a little more star power, a little more talent with receivers with Tacey and Furlong, but now,
injured.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Mount Carmel ran on the field like they're going to run a play, but East St. Louis still has a guy laying on his back. So hopefully he gets okay. East St. Louis Water Boys wearing all orange, also standing by the 10-yard distance, the yard markers. Don't want to get the two confused. Though they are not yard markers, they are coaches, or they do help out on East St. Louis. So it is 1st and 10. And it does look like the Caravan guys, I see some brown down there, are holding the yard markers. I love Furlong last year. That was my guy.
I mean, you look at, he was Dowling's number one guy. And I love Dacey too. But Furlong, they were so, it's like, I'm speechless when I think about it, right? Because it's a pass to Dacey, a pass to Furlong, left, right, and you have Dupree in the backfield. It's like, of course they're going to go 14-0. It's like the offense is just so good, I don't want to be cocky saying that or anything, but yeah, offensive assets were really good last year. Furlong went on. He's playing in Finlay with Arrington.
Yeah,
Two
who was
guys
also
there.
a fun player to watch, outside linebacker, kind of a leader. Talking about leaders again.
Arrington was by far my favorite player to watch. He goes, gets a sack, outside linebacker. Next series of downs on offense, he's catching 20-yard passes. It's like he's all over the place, and you can't stop him. So
yeah, football player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a dude and a tough kid. And again, I think Parker starts to stepping into that leadership role. I think Darion he's got a lot of touches so far. I don't think he has a touchdown yet. Could be wrong. I know Elliott and Densmore do. Maybe he does. He probably does. But here we go. 1st and 10 on the 49s.
Elliott here brings some emotion.
Give it to him.
Hand off to Dupree. Oh, breaks a tackle. Great move there by Dupree. He had one man to beat.
Yeah, and more about Blaine Dowling. The Caravan didn't have a passer to go over 2,000 yards, like in their history, and Blaney passed for 4,400 yards.
Yeah,
it just shows how much, how good he was.
Yeah, in one season, nobody went over 2,000.
Yeah.
Blaney shattered that.
Yeah.
He had 2,977 in one season, and there had been no other guys to go over 2K. That's crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah. As Moody said, career-wise, he's got, a little over 4,400 passing yards. The second guy, Justin Lynch from 2019, he's got a little over 3,000. So it's a 1,400-yard difference. For most guys, that's a season of passing yards. It's 1,400 yards. So Blaney just ahead of the game, and he couldn't have done it without Dacey and Furlong. So.
And Gilly, Gilly out there grabbing them, and David Taylor, who haven't seen a ton, but 3rd and 4, big play, probably 4-down territory. Given they get some positive yardage on this play.
Elliott takes a snap,
Running the rock.
Runs out right.
Nice.
Right up the middle.
I love
Breaks
it.
through a tackle. Still
Look at
on his
him.
feet.
We're talking about 500 yard
Yeah.
squat, 500-pound squats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There
That's
you
where they
go.
show.
Oh, yeah.
Flag on the play. Hopefully this is not on us
I
because,
think it is. I think it's on our quarterback.
Oh, you think it's on Jack? Yeah.
I think yeah.
That was a great run by him. I
don't know,
hope he didn't. Hope there wasn't, any trash talking the refs heard or anything like
Yeah,
that.
I saw him throw up his hand, so.
That might move us back a little bit
Yeah.
here. Hopefully not, though.
It's a first down, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
about to lose 15 yards.
Positively.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
on
Other-
defense.
other
Good
team.
job.
There you
Moody, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be madder if you said it was on them and it was
Yeah.
on us, So, so that's 117
Caravan, move on
yards in penalties.
into the red zone. This will be interesting here. This is where things get crazy. This is where Coach Lynch's playbook comes out.
Yeah.
I really like those jet sweeps. Yeah.
Especially with Dupree, too.
Yeah.
On that last play, I just want to say, Dupree was the lead blocker
Oh,
on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
for
So
sure.
again, the guy's catching balls out there. He's returning kickoffs in the beginning of the game. He's running the rock, and now he's also as the fullback, leading the way for Jack Elliott
Yeah,
on a
he's
big
doing
play.
all the dirty work, too, so.
Dirty
yeah.
boy.
Here we go. Twins right. Elliott takes a snap. Looking for a pass. Pressure in the backfield. Rolls out right. Oh, that one at the feet of number 0.
Charles Bass.
Yeah, Charles Bass. Who
Number
we
0.
were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
but
How do you guys feel about the number 0?
I like it. I think
I
it's
yeah.
it's a good look.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a generation gap right here,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's fine. I'm okay with it. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I'm a Penn State fan, so they kind of give it to who they think is a guy who shows a lot of hard work and stuff. And I think if you make it special, it's cool.
Yeah.
2nd and 10.
Elliott here. Twins right. Gilliam out to the left.
Let's go.
Oh,
That's a counter.
Big
great
hole.
play.
Oh,
Dupree up the middle. Stays on his feet. Breaks a tackle.
what is that guy doing?
Oh, something. He's injured in the
It's
end
a
zone.
cramp,
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah, cramp.
Maybe not. He is flailing.
Yeah, that's Taylor Powell, 6'3", 200-pound cornerback for the Flyers. Hope he's all right. That was a great play by Dupree, though.
Yeah, I think the yard marker guy's got to get him some water. Hopefully he's okay, and it's just a cramp.
Yeah.
Looks like it. They're massaging it out. So this is where we should have an ad for electrolytes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Electrolytes brought to you by this football game. There's another guy cramping. My wife played in the Why Me softball tournament on the south side today at Mount Greenwood Park. There were 71 women's softball teams that played to raise money for breast cancer. And this was her first time ever playing in a softball game. And last night I'm like, you got to drink these electrolytes. She's like, why? I'm just going to play softball. I go, this is going to be fun, but it's going to hurt. And she was a little bit sore today after it. They went 0 for 2, which I think is, but they showed good effort, and I appreciated it being nice and quick and easy. So I was able to get down to the game nice and fast. But it was an awesome thing. Her mother, my mother-in-law, the great Marty Duffy, she was watching the game, and she's like, I got to take pictures. I've never seen this many people here, for like a softball tournament to show, to raise money for breast cancer. So it's been a lot of fun. It was great. The South Side's great in that regard. There's a lot of really great people. You have the Papa Hop softball tournament at Kennedy Park and Mount Greenwood Park, where you got 32 teams, I think, and they raise a lot of money for cancer as well, and everybody gets together. And this tournament was a lot of fun. There were some girls out there ripping softballs a lot harder and a lot farther than I would have been able to. But I'm just kind of old now, so that's not saying too much. All right, so he's getting up. Hopefully he'll be okay. He needs some milk and some water. 3rd and 2. Big play. They have 2 tight ends in on the left. They like to run the ball out of this formation.
I like this play here.
Could go to Densmore.
Densmore, no.
Oh.
It's going to be Dupree up the
Get in the end
middle.
zone. Oh,
Oh,
it's close.
just shy of the end zone. Good play, though.
That guy's helmet's off, so he's got to go. First and goal from the 1. I don't see why you change anything. Just keep running the ball behind your
Yeah.
Hogs. They've been doing a really good job.
Don't do anything special. Just give it to the running back. Or,
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
4
yeah.
plays, 1 yard. This is Mount Carmel. You know, why get funny now?
Yeah, there
Touchdown,
you go.
Yeah,
Dupree.
there you go.
Let's
Touchdown,
What an-
Caravan. Dupree once again. That
What
was a great series, great play by Dupree, and this one puts it at a 2-score game once again.
Great answer.
Yeah.
You know, and we
Yeah.
got a football game on our hands. Obviously, the Flyers made it that way by coming out of half, scoring that touchdown quick. But Carmel with another 4-minute possession, 70 yards or so.
Yeah.
Not a ton through the air, but just enough. They're playing a little bully ball, and it's getting fun. I feel a lot more comfortable with 2 touchdown leads than I do 1.
Geppetto right down the middle for the extra.
Yeah.
28-13. Yeah, it's a 16-point game here. Flyers are going to have to respond quickly, and we've got 2 scoring plays here in the third quarter. They went scoreless in the first, and I think that was a lot of nerves. It's a lot of season opener.
Yeah.
It's a lot of looking through the playbook, seeing what's going to work. But I think both teams are comfortable now. It's just whether a question if they can come back or not for the Flyers.
Flyers, again, we've seen them be able to score quickly. So, these kickoffs, them getting the ball, they came out of the half running the ball up the middle. So that's been a big deal. Unfortunately for them, half of their team has gotten cramps in the last 5 minutes. So hopefully they're going to be okay.
Maybe that's that 2.5-hour bus ride, cramped. You got your 6'7" O lineman sitting next to you. Maybe didn't drink enough Gatorade before you got on. So
Yeah. And I do see the yard markers filling up their water bottles. So they do have water on the sideline.
And just no one's drinking it.
Just no one's
Yeah.
drinking it. Guys, if we got water, you got to drink it.
here we go. I think Javi's going to have to
No,
hold it
don't
again.
hold it. Oh, my gosh. Louis, we got to figure out this football.
I mean, I see the win putting the goalposts.
Yeah.
But not
Yeah,
a ton.
not a lot.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
why it's.
Could be a problem with
Falling.
the tee, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But Javi's holding it here.
And we're still kicking.
Good kick.
And they're trying to get to the middle of the field.
Oh, oh, that was a
Don't
good
lose
block
your
by the
lane.
Flyers. Yeah, that's a
Hold
good
on.
play. Jersey tackle there. Hanging on by a thread.
Very rarely do flags get thrown on the kick-off team, so this is probably moving back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holding or something.
Maybe blocking the back.
Maybe a block in the back. My man Moody, that would be... I think they're both 10 yards.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on. Yeah, that was a good block, but it may have been in the back. Yeah,
Yeah.
Moody might be right there.
Moody, do you think your Aunt Judy is watching this game?
Probably not. She's
Probably
probably
not.
sleeping.
Sleeping?
Yeah.
Good. Last time I saw her was at church at St. Tommy Moore. God bless St. Tommy Moore. And again, me and Moody and his aunt have known each other for about 35 years. So it's about 3 times his age. But it was great knowing that we know Aunt Jude's and his uncle Brendan.
Yeah.
My guy. Great Moody families at the wonderful Mount Carmel High School at 6410 South Dante.
4 guys on this D line here. Pops battle comes out. It's another handoff. Yeah, they're
Great
using
tackle.
this run game to their advantage. That was a great pickup by the Caravan, though.
That was Javi.
Yeah.
So obviously Javi and Coach O'Brien have figured something out, and they moved him up. Dylan Conway is in for Daggs. Dagler, great senior, great player, suffered a pretty tough injury last year and has just gotten back from it. So
great lacrosse player too. I know some guys on the Lax team. Ryan Clark, he said that they took a big hit there with Dagler being out, but I'm glad he's back. He had a great start, but injuries kind of plagued him. Battle drops back.
Oh, it's a
Ooh, pass is short.
nice job. Wow.
Flag on the
I
play.
I don't know about
I
that.
don't
Yeah,
think
and
that
that's definitely going to be on us.
Relax.
But
Yeah. I thought the ball was almost in his hands when they had, I don't know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it was a terrible call, to be quite honest. I am about 100 yards away, 50 yards away from it, I guess, but it looked like it was clean. It looked like he hit the ball first.
Yeah. And I think Coach Lynch agrees. He's arguing with the ref down there.
And it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. That's what Coach Lynch is saying. Wasn't the ball
Yeah.
tipped at the line of scrimmage? If the ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage, it's no longer can be called a pass interference because it's already been touched once. So it's basically a free ball. But they missed it, and they're human, and that's okay. Who knows? There's 4 coaches. All right, he's calling a play.
about 5.5 minutes left here.
Yeah.
So he starts in Muha lining up. Javi, though, drops back this time.
Run outside.
Sweet
Neat.
play to the
Outside.
right side.
Oh, and there was hold. Great job.
Yeah.
Not a first down,
Got hold, bring him back
but
10.
going to bring him back.
And the QB knows it too.
I think it was a hold. Here's the only thing is that Carmel's defense, one of them is line. Oh, hold.
Yeah,
never mind.
hold.
His hand is very close to where the ball is, meaning he could be offsides. But
Yeah. But Pops knew it immediately. He started walking back 10 yards. He
Pops
saw it.
did?
Yeah. I saw him walking back in.
if Robert Pops battled the QB knows, then we know. But Dylan Conway, again, he's number 2. He's a senior. He is 6'3", 205. Said he just moved into the Beverly neighborhood recently. Great guy. Had a nice conversation with him. But he is he's making some plays out there. He didn't start the game, but he's come into the game, and he has made an impact right away.
So that pass interference almost taken back.
Oh.
Oh, big play here down the
Holding.
sideline.
Touchdown. Oh, catch him.
Room to run.
Oh, he
Oh,
caught him.
Again,
Wow.
we were just talking about him.
Yeah.
Conway catches up.
Big
yeah.
play.
Big play.
I'm going to give East St. Louis some props. Their wide receivers block. You don't
Yeah,
see
really
that all
well.
the time anymore. And it's borderline holds, but can't be called for a hold if he ain't blocking. So great play by Conway. That was huge.
Yeah. And big plays have just been what they've used all game.
Lynch calls a timeout here. Gonna regroup. The Flyers are in the red zone, looking to make this a one-score game once again. Only thing is, if they do get 6, they're gonna have to go for 2 if they want a chance here.
Yeah. And if they don't get it, that's where the problems start.
That's where
missed
things get
extra
tricky.
point.
That's where you look back on that missed extra point. You look. Maybe you start scouting for a kicker.
Yeah.
Maybe you start seeing anybody at East St. Louis they know. Maybe you go to the soccer team.
Maybe,
Here's the thing. If you're like a young football player in the city of East St. Louis and you really want to play for the Flyers when you get older, start kicking field goals and you know
Yeah.
that you're probably going to be a 4-year starter.
Well, this
on the
is
team.
new for East St. Louis because they probably haven't kicked a lot of extra points. They've probably just gone for 2 in a lot of the scenarios because they've been up so much in a lot of the games they've played.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Just go for 2 every time. Don't punt. Don't kick field goals. Just go for 2 and go for it. Coach Lynch is fired up. Gave his team a little pep talk. Probably telling him, let's keep him out of the end zone. 5 minutes
see
left
here,
in the
yeah.
third quarter, so there's a lot of time left.
At the 13-yard line, Pops
Nice job.
Ooh,
Oh, God.
still on his
tackle.
feet. Gets to the right side. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see if they can make this 2-point conversion.
You don't necessarily need to go for it yet because you'd be down by 8 if you kick the extra point.
Yeah.
and you can go for it later. If
Yeah.
you do miss it, then you're down by 9, and now it's a 2-score game.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
who knows what they're going to do?
I think they're gonna go for it. They're keeping the offense on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little
They're
bit
going
after
for
5 minutes. You know, big games like this, I think it does make sense to go for it. But Mr. Bax, you're 100% right. This is a very risky play here.
So let's stop them. Let's wrap up and tackle. Let's
make this-
get off
Yeah.
blocks.
This is where Starts and Muha come into play, the inside linebacker.
From them, I'm running the rock to the right side again. But they're going to throw it.
And
And
now-
he's wide
oh.
open, but he
Yeah,
overthrows.
that's big.
Overthrows him, and that's going to change the course of the game here.
Listen, I'm not saying they make the extra point if they kick it, because obviously they've had kicking troubles,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that's a huge play.
Yeah.
And almost the coaching gaffe to now still be down by 2
Yeah.
scores.
Yeah.
They ain't kicking a field goal, you know what I mean? So they're going to have to score 2 touchdowns for the most part. There's silver lining, and it is that we are up by 9. And every possession that we've had so far has lasted about 5 to 6 minutes. So let's milk this clock a little bit, move this football,
And
get
just
into the fourth quarter.
And keep it out of East St. Louis's hands because they're dangerous when they have the ball.
Yeah, they are dangerous when they have the ball.
You know, they're able to keep that energy flowing off of those big plays. A lot of run plays I've seen in the second half. They've
Yeah.
brought these, RBs really into the mix instead of, they've kind of slowed down the pass game. And I think for a good reason. They had more penalty yards than they did offensive yards in the first half. They were down by 2 scores at halftime. So they switched things up. They're down by 9, but, that 2-point conversion, that's going to come back. Let's see, though.
Yeah, let's see what happens here, because this is always
Squib.
interesting.
Oh.
Great kick
Oh.
over Javi's
Dude,
head.
get the ball.
Get the ball. Oh,
Gets it.
blocking
What
the
a
back.
block.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah.
blocking the back will take
He's
it
got
back.
room, but still, though,
Yeah.
I saw that. I saw
him, yeah.
I saw that flyer go flying, and
I was hoping
yeah.
the ref didn't see, but it was hard not to
I
miss.
mean, right
yeah.
in front of his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, but Javi picked it up, though.
Yeah.
I think in a sense, kickoffs like that, they're kind of harder to play off of than maybe a sky ball, and you catch it right away, and you've got room to run, maybe a gap to run through. I mean, that's harder. You got the ball coming right at your face, and just like that, Javi expected to pick it up off of the ground, maybe off of a bounce. Instead, it goes flying over his head. He's at the 5-yard line. He's got to play off of his blockers, what they do. He's got to find the open space, which he did. But yeah, this block in the back is gonna bring the offense back.
Because what did we
Some
learn
yards, yeah.
earlier, fellas? Out-kicking your coverage
Exactly.
Oh,
has
yeah,
2
it's-
meanings. And I could see you out-kicking your coverage, but meeting a really nice girl,
Yeah.
who's just maybe a little bit above your league, but you deserve her. You know what I mean? I can see you bringing maybe one of the cheerleaders to prom or something like that, because you're such a great guy. But they out-kicked their coverage, and Javi almost ran it back.
Tell you now, 5 wide.
What happened?
Right up
Oh,
the
let's go.
middle.
Jack.
Took him a second to
First
get
down.
going, but the wheels are on. That's a first down deep in their own territory.
He was carrying 3 guys.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I mean, you walk in the gym. I'm going to say this a lot tonight,
Yeah.
but, you got squat, bench, all these categories for lifting. And Elliot's name is there in the top 4 for every single one. It's insane.
Yeah, and I love the misdirection with Turbo. I haven't called his name in a little bit, but he's back in the backfield. Dupree's out wide in the slot.
Trips right. Dupree's going to drop back. It's a handoff, though. Flag on the play.
There's the flag.
I don't know what happened. I think.
Yeah, not sure what's going on there. I see getting a little
Yeah.
chippy in the backfield there.
Looks like it's against the Caravan.
Yeah. We just
Which is
talked to-
unfortunate because Turbo turned nothing into something.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh.
against the Flyers. God
There we
bless
go.
them.
What's
God
hands
bless
to
you
the
guys.
face?
Yeah, illegal hands
Yeah.
to the face. Oh, face mask. We'll take that too.
Because I saw it on the tackle. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be holding because they were doing both. They really
Yeah.
hands on over there. But
Right.
I'm glad I went the Caravan way.
You and me both, brother. So that's huge. We started off at our 7 out to our
Yeah.
35 in just a few plays.
Yeah, penalties keep stacking up for both teams, mainly these Flyers, though. Elliott takes the snap. Short pass,
Yeah,
Turbo on the
goes
left
blocked.
side.
Oh.
Ooh, had to get past a couple guys there, and he doesn't. Lost a yard there.
I think the advantage with Turbo is he's so fast that a lot of teams don't have that fast player. But for East St. Louis, all their corners are
Yeah.
insanely
Yeah,
fast.
I mean-
so
They have 9 of them.
Yeah.
Turbo, he gets a block, he's gone.
Yeah,
I
I
saw
mean,
that
yeah.
last year against Marist, his former team, former school. The O-line, they just had a really good night. They were getting a lot of blocks. The D-line for Marist, just their rush wasn't really working, and Turbo had a lot of big plays.
yeah.
Go.
This one's going to be a sweep. Densmore up the middle, room to run, cuts
man.
back. Ooh,
Ooh.
big hit. Didn't see it coming.
They love to run it back inside, but when you run it back inside, all those big slow guys are running towards you, and that's when you run into a big wall like he did right there.
And that's really the corner's job, just to force it back into all of his teammates, just so he doesn't get at the edge, and then he's gone. So.
For sure.
But again, using a lot of space, using the wide side of the field,
Yeah.
getting it to third and manageable.
Trips right here. Motions to pre out to the left
Go,
side.
brother.
Going to be a keeper for
First
Elliott.
down. Oh, he's such an animal.
He got the first down. I mean,
Yeah, that's
Oh
not a
my
lot of
God.
quarterbacks can get that, like, just pushing through all those guys in the middle.
that's that leg power. Great on his feet. Even better in the pass game though.
Yeah. Very accurate, as we've seen tonight. Like,
Keelan LeGrant, who made the tackle, needs to go drink some water with another little cramp.
Cramping up here. You know, it's August high school football. You know,
it's true.
it's not November. It's not, -5 degrees out like it was last year when we played at Rita in the
It
semifinals.
is 69
so.
degrees outside,
Yeah.
though, so that's good.
Elliott, handoff to Dupree.
he was really patient there. He didn't, like,
Yeah.
run through anything. He just stayed still for.
He is super patient. You were speaking of Marist earlier. Marist lost today to Glenbard West. They actually played today at 1:30. They lost 7-6.
I saw that ending.
did,
It
yeah.
was.
Oh, the ending. What happened?
I think it was like a field goal or an extra point, and they blocked it or stuffed it. And yeah. Saw it on Sloshay. Shout out him.
Thought out Sloshay. That's my guy right there.
As
that's
for
too
the
bad.
as for the CCL Blue, Rice won yesterday at Maine South 10-7. Rita won 42-21 to Sandburg. So pretty competitive division. Elliott's gonna drop
look
back
at
him.
big
Wide open.
play
Yeah.
here. Oh. He kind of threw it in the middle of those
Yeah.
two receivers, but I was intended for Densmore. It kind of got under him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Densmore and Marquette out there.
He went a great route. He was wide
Yeah.
open. Just couldn't get it to him.
Blew past that cornerback there. These defensive backs are pretty quick for the Flyers, though.
Yeah.
3rd and 10. 2-possession game.
Elliott,
Big play right here.
5 wide, nobody in the backfield.
Much
Haven't-
more disciplined, too. They're not jumping at all.
Yeah, they haven't
Yeah.
jumped off sides. They got that. They love a good 15-yard penalty at the wrong time, but they haven't jumped off sides. Something's wrong with
Yeah.
Jack's hand. Maybe that's what happens when you run the ball a lot. That's what kind of, risk that you take when quarterbacks run the rock a lot. It's also a good excuse. If you throw a bad ball, you're like, my hand. But either way, we'll see.
Does your school have a fall break? Spend your day off with the Caravan on Friday, October 6th, or Monday, October 9th, and see just what makes Mount Carmel so special.
Register for these special days just as you would any other Saturday.
We will host our first all-school Mass this Thursday, August 31st. We invite members of the Mount Carmel community to join us for the Mass of the Holy Spirit.
Mass will begin a little after 10 o'clock in the Cacciatore Gym. Visitors and guests are welcome to attend.
Please join us Saturday, September 30th for the 2023 Caravan Gala at Mount Carmel High School. The Caravan Gala brings together our Mount Carmel community for the benefit of the Mount Carmel Educational Foundation. we're excited to honor Michael, class of 95, and Nina Pinelli as this year's St. Albert Award recipients.
Purchase your tickets online today. Visit www.mchs.org and use the button on the homepage to get started.
Well, we've got minute 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Scoreless in the first. Caravan go up 2 scores in the second, and I still think this is the most vital quarter so far.
Yeah, I mean, it is. This play is huge. I mean, 125 left, almost fourth quarter.
Yeah.
They're up by 2 scores. I mean, getting this first down would mean a lot.
3rd and 10 in their own territory.
Oh,
Elliott's
watch
got to
out,
watch
watch
his
out,
blind
watch out.
side. Gets past him, going to take it himself.
Oh, my God. What a
He's so
play.
fast.
There you go. I was worried there. I thought he was going
I
to get hit right in the back, but
I thought he was going to get a fumble because he was holding it
Yeah,
on his right
yeah.
arm.
and we've got another cramp here.
They need to get some water over there, or
Yeah.
get sponsored by Gatorade or something.
Yeah, and they are, Florida Gators. Gatorade started at Florida, so maybe they should give them a call.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and the documentary on Netflix. That's a good one.
Have you guys watched Swamp Kings at all
I have
yet?
not.
Yep.
I just started the episodes, so
Did ya?
it seems good.
Love Tim Tebow's story. He's kind of, when you think of a quarterback, that's kind of the guy I think of is Tim Tebow, because the athleticism is there, the work ethic is there, the drive is there, and I loved watching those Gator games, watching them back. So
Yeah, there was a little bit of controversy on how slow he talks. I don't know if anyone noticed that, and it's not really controversy. It's just something that someone brought up to me, and now I can't unhear it. But I did like it, and I did like what one of Coach Urban Meyer's friends told him when he was feeling tight. He said, "Let it go," maybe using a couple other words in there, and I think that's. Carmel has let it go. They're
They
playing
have,
pretty
yeah.
loose.
Yeah.
And they got 4th and 4 on the East St. Louis 45. They're obviously going for it. Haven't
Yeah.
punted yet. I think Jack Elliott's their punter.
Yeah, so if they really
Yeah.
wanted to, they could just catch it and punt it, because that gives them actually a lot of options too if they wanted to punt it or fake it.
Yeah, or fake
Because
it.
they have a really accurate, strong QB in the backfield.
Yeah, especially, they're in Flyer territory at the 45-yard line. That's, pretty good time to fake it. They did it last year in the state championship game against Batavia. Worked out well in their favor. Arrington scored a touchdown off of a pass from Elliott. So
Yeah. That game, they were up by about 3 touchdowns when they did it, which was controversial. But they did do it against Loyola, and
They
Jack
did,
made
yes.
the play, and it was a huge play, them going down. Frankie Lenny Jr. is now the special teams coach. See, that guy needs another coach to carry him off the way that the other guy did earlier. But he's going to hobble off. He's hobbling pretty fast. It's a pretty fast hobble. Frankie Lenti is the new special teams coach, and he's thrown in some wrinkles there into the special team. So I'm still waiting for that wrinkle. I think when Louis Chappetto tried to kick that ball earlier, it was a wrinkle. But 4th and 4, huge play here. Jack Elliott, 1 tight end.
Oh, let's see it.
Yeah,
Haven't called for the play clock yet, so
so that's 38 seconds.
Joe Nolan there. Let's see what happens. Elliott,
yep,
he's got the pre moving over.
trying to get him to jump because
They have plenty of time
4th and
too,
4.
so
Lynch likes what he sees.
Really like the pre in this slot. Gives her a lot of opportunities. Motions to pre.
Yep.
Elliott
He's
going to
got
take it
it.
himself.
Yeah,
he's
he's
got
got
the
it.
run.
Yep, get down.
Tripped
Yeah.
up.
he didn't want to
Great first down by Elliott, yeah.
smart play to get down there. You didn't want to risk getting hit
Yep.
by the East St. Louis people.
Yeah, or losing the ball or coughing
Yeah.
it up.
Just wasn't worth it. Just get on first down.
Yeah.
Big play for them.
Move the chains.
We're getting down to a minute left in the third. And, if the Caravan can score on this series, Flyers are going to have to step up big time in the 4th.
Yeah.
Elliott motions Densmore.
Give it to DD.
Handoff up the middle. That's a great play. Oh,
Oh, is that?
Shrillo,
I think we might have an injured.
who is their center.
Yeah.
I think he's good. Yeah, he just shook
Gets
it off.
up, shakes his head, gets right over the ball. Yeah, I think his left hand is hurt. He's a righty, so I think it's gonna be okay. But
Yeah. I think he's got a helmet to his fingers.
yes.
I don't know Joe, but
Got
how would you guys say Joe is?
You know, I got a story about Joe. I went to the same elementary school as him, St. John Fisher, out in Beverly, and it's 6th grade. He was in 6th grade. I was in 5th grade. The pre up the middle there, short gain, and it was the first day of pads. And I just remember he shows up to practice. Everybody's quiet. We're all stretching, and he just screams at the top of his lungs. He's like, "Let's go, let's go, let's go! Everybody on the line!" And so, all of us 5th graders were younger. We're like, "What's going on?" We're so confused. And he was getting everybody pumped up. Everybody was ready to go. He's like, "I want to hit somebody! I want to hit somebody!" And we ended up winning the gold ball that year.
Wow.
And he was a big part of it. So yeah.
I love that story. End of the third quarter. I love that story. I love that there is a Fisher Falcon snapping the ball.
Yeah.
Beverly, I guess I'll go into my admissions guy thing. Beverly and the 19th Ward and all those great Catholic schools are a huge part of Mount Carmel and has been a huge part of Mount Carmel for the 123 years. So we would love to see you guys down for our Shadow Days. Our game next week against Morgan Park at home, our grade school night at St. Rita, against St. Rita at home, and again, Shadow Days and anything else that we can get you down for.
St. Rita is also rivalry week. We've had that the past couple of years. That infamous Jaden Bossy returning it, blocked field goal attempt to win the game. That kind of reflamed the rivalry. I feel like brought back kind of a new era of it. So
Were you there for that?
I was in the stands, shaking. Season opener just like this, kind of like that 70-degree kind of weird. It's summer going into fall. And I was standing next to Marty Mann, who's actually number 82 out there, wearing a red hat, helping out the offense. And we just started going nuts. We started jumping up and down, saw Bossy run down. And, I just remember, that's one of the best plays in the past couple of years for sure. Yeah.
I was there, but I was in the opposite end zone where he returned it. And
Were you?
I remember him just, screaming it as he was so pumped. He ran to the gate, started.
Great view from down there, yeah.
Were you at Carmel yet? Or
No, I was in 8th grade.
8th grade,
Yeah.
I remember all those guys. And my buddy Chuck was in that same end zone. And somebody was filming that. That film job was awesome because it was coming right at him. And you saw all you guys going there. Heard my buddy Chuck screaming like a girl, super excited for him. And it was just an awesome, awesome play.
Yeah.
And a huge win.
Huge win,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that set things into motion. 4 losses that year, but kind of an off year still. Dowling getting set into the offense and won state last year, so it was needed though.
Set it up. 3rd and 3. Trying.
It's going to be 4th and inches from there.
Yeah, I don't think he got it.
He didn't get it.
Going to be a close one.
Saying get on the ball right away. They want to get him a little bit thrown off.
Matt, for here, what would you do if you were head coach?
If I'm head coach, I'm running it up the middle with Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
Just a QB sneak or a shotgun?
And there you go.
Like that?
Yep. Squatting 600.
And he does that for reasons, for moments like that.
It's been automatic. You know what I mean? It has been huge. Jack hasn't done a ton through the air yet so far this game.
He's kind of like Justin Lynch in 2019. He
does remind me of
uses his
that,
legs a lot for that season, and it works well.
And Justin's at Northern now, where his brother Jordan played, and he was coming in as a quarterback who basically ran the ball all the time last year. He's hoping to redshirt this year, but if he does play, I'm sure he'll be back in that running quarterback role.
That was a big reason why Jordan was so successful back in early 2010s.
Oh wow!
Big 3rd in Heisman voting.
The ref just got taken down.
Elliott
Ref
takes on the
pops
Flyers
back up,
and the Stripes.
I tell you, fellas, I got a little bit older. You fall down on a back hip, you don't know if you're getting up like that. So shout out to the ref.
Yeah.
Good for him. Probably did a little stretching before the game, maybe some Pilates, and he looked agile.
Yeah, he looks fun.
But Jack, you're right. And Coach Lynch, 3rd in the Heisman Trophy race, first quarterback to throw and run for over 2,000 yards. Jack Elliott's got to have close to 100 yards rushing in this game. Oh, he
Drops back for a pass to Pre.
At least he threw it away.
A little bit overthrown, yeah.
Overthrow.
But at least it was only going to be Dupree or nobody. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That DB unfortunately had a nice read on that play.
Yeah.
And if he would have let him anywhere inside, now it's a pick. It ruins it. St. Louis has a bunch of energy.
Yeah.
They got 10 minutes on the clock. They can go. They have scored both possessions so far this half. So keeping the ball out of their offensive hands has been Coach Lynch's best game plan so far this game.
Yeah, and that missed extra point really does hurt them right now. If they weren't that,
Yeah.
it would be a 7-point game, and because they wouldn't have gone for 2 then.
Elliott stays on his feet.
He's been
I mean,
unreal.
it kind of reminds me of Madden. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You
Yeah.
run it right up the middle with Justin Fields or something like that. You're playing as the Bears. I mean, that's what we've got right now. Elliott's got a couple keepers tonight,
Yeah.
especially here early on in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he really does remind me of Justin Lynch, just
Yeah.
bullying his way up the middle.
Speaking of Justin Lynch, my buddy Lockie, who's put his Remax sign on our beautiful scoreboard at Barda Dowling Stadium, says that Justin Lynch is playing running back this year. So
Oh,
Man,
Dupree.
backs-
Oh, he turned around.
Spins around. Touchdown! Caravan with a little bit of swagger from number 6, Darion Dupree. Yeah.
That was
Lynch isn't playing around right now, right? So it's still a 2-possession game if they make this, but they gotta go for 2
Yeah.
both times. If Lynch wanted to really roll the dice, which he shouldn't,
Yeah.
could go for 2 and
And
make
then
it a
it's a
3-possession
and
game.
I mean,
that's-
and then it's over.
Yeah.
9 minutes, the way they've
They
been
gotta-
playing. Yeah, so
then they have to rush everything. Just it'd be a mess after that.
when you've got a guy like Louis, though, might as well just take the one
Yeah.
and move on. So
And they
Offsides.
just went offsides.
They
Well,
could go for 2 here. I mean, I would go for 2 here.
to the 1.5-yard line. Look at him. He's
Gear-
doing it.
yeah,
He's calling him
Oh
out.
yeah,
gears are turning.
He's calling him out.
There you go. I mean,
Oh, Lynch is a dog.
these penalties, if they
He
get
is a
this,
dog.
it's
this is
Look at my man.
these penalties are really, really hurting them. I
Well,
mean,
let's get this too.
they're probably gonna call timeout if
Think so?
if they don't get out there fast enough.
They still have 16
Yeah.
seconds on the play clock. What play would you run?
what play would I run?
I would run
Ah,
a
you-
sweep to the right because
Sweep
no
to the
one's out
right.
there.
Little Batavia
Yeah,
2021
I mean,
action.
Are they gonna do it?
Oh, they sure did. There you go. Yeah, I mean,
Three-possession
Yeah.
game. Let's
there you go. 3-possession game. Caravan.
9:48 to go.
You know, the door is closing more and
Yeah.
more as we go on.
Yeah.
Knock
2-point
on wood,
conversion
but
is
I
good.
mean-
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
not over, right?
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
that
that's a big
certainly
deal.
helps. These
It's a big
penalties have
deal.
been brutal for A. St. Louis. I mean, think about the
Yeah.
penalties. Like, if they cut them in half, I mean, if they don't have that, it's a 2-possession game.
Yeah, you
all
gotta
that
imagine.
stuff.
Yeah, they are close to 150, 160 yards of penalties.
I can't imagine how many sprints they're running in practice for like all these like. And they're all mental too. They're not anything like.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
mental penalties. They're all pre-snap or post-snap penalties. They're all emotional penalties. They're all the reason why it's 36 to 19.
Yeah.
So Carmel in a good spot. Louis still pumped up. Nobody has to hold the ball down, so that's a good start.
3-possession game here. Louis going to kick it off.
Seems,
I
oh,
liked
Oh,
it. I
gonna let it
liked
drop. Oh,
nice snag.
pauses
by
for a
St.
second,
Louis.
grabs
oh,
there.
Grab him.
Nice
Oh.
play.
Nice. Louis pumped.
Yeah. Great wrap up there. Number 36, Parker starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 36 to 19.
Just don't allow big plays. Just, I mean, I would go into a cover 3, cover 4, just not
Yeah.
allow any of these huge plays that East St. Louis is taking advantage of. It's
Mm-hmm.
the only reason why they're in the game, too. Like,
Exactly, yeah.
it's only these huge running, passing plays and mental mistakes by the Caravan.
Mm-hmm.
But
9 minutes, 41 seconds left. Yeah, Moody, I definitely agree with you. They have 19 points, but I would say most of those are from maybe us making a simple mistake on defense. You know, I would say Caravan offensive side of the
Yeah.
ball has been a lot
like
of
this,
grit.
You can't allow a huge run.
Yeah, can't let
that.
Pops
Agreed.
battle get that much room there. But you know, Yeah, I agree with you, Moody. Penalties are killing the Flyers. Early on, they were killing MC too.
Yeah, I mean,
but
they
were able to break that
Yeah.
and just yeah.
Yeah, we got to keep it in front of them. We got to keep playing. The game isn't over. There's 9 minutes left. There's a lot of things that can happen. Football's a funny sport, played with a funny ball.
Mm-hmm.
Pick.
Oh.
Yeah, we haven't seen any interceptions yet. We have seen a forced fumble or two tonight, but yeah, I think both of these quarterbacks are just so great. Interceptions aren't really part of the question here.
I think that's been working most for East St. Louis has been running the ball between the tackles for the most part, outside of those, that one first touchdown. But with 9 minutes left and 3 scores, now they might have to put the ball in the air, and I don't know if that's going to be their strong suit.
Yeah, they have to go back to their old formula, and I don't think it's been working. So
that play works, though.
That play.
Dang, that play's
Yeah,
fast.
I mean, the Flyers are using. It's kind of opposite right now. Caravan really using, between the hashes right now, middle of the field. Elliott, Dupree just running right up the middle. Flyers are taking a different approach. They're running outside, down the sidelines, whether it's a pass, more so a run, though, now in the second half than the first. I think their game plan was to come out with a big pass game from senior Pop's battle at quarterback, but that didn't really work out. Yeah, so now they're running the football here.
Yeah, all their skill players are so fast, and I think that's the reason why they've just,
Handoff, not going to go anywhere. Actually going to be a loss.
Why is it first down?
1 yard.
If they threw an incomplete pass the play before that.
I thought a flag was thrown, but
it was?
It was just someone's mouthpiece. It's yellow,
Oh.
and I saw him throw it, and I thought
It's like Tyreek Hill's
yeah.
glove. He's got yellow gloves
But
that
it-
came off during the play. Everybody was confused. Thought a flag was thrown.
Don't his gloves have like a peace symbol on them, so like because he's not allowed
so
to do
he's
that
not
anymore.
fined. Yeah.
Yeah, he got fined $25K for doing this. So now he just has him on the gloves and just does this.
Who is that?
Tyreek Hill. He's on the Dolphins now.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Yeah.
Pops, drops back. Gets the pass off.
Nice play.
Complete. That's
Incomplete.
good. Incomplete. Never mind.
No, was that incomplete?
Yeah, that's what the
Oh.
ref
Oh,
called
right,
it.
I think
yeah.
someone's
Incomplete.
crimped up over there again too. On near the East St. Louis sideline.
Yeah, I thought that pass was good, but now put themselves in a tricky situation.
Yeah, 3rd and 11.
Yeah.
Or 3rd and 10.
Yeah, 3rd and 11. They're in their own territory, so punting hasn't been great tonight. They've only punted a handful of times, but still they've been pretty short. But the rollout has been good.
Punting's not even an option right here either. Like three
yeah.
possession game, 8 minutes left. You're not even thinking about that right now. You're thinking about I need to get in the end zone, make it
That's
stop.
where those missed
Extra points.
extra points creep in.
You just got to delay a game, so it's another pre-snap penalty.
I don't know.
There you go. Yeah.
They're in shambles
Yeah.
right now.
Well, I think most teams would be. 36-19. You've got 8 minutes left to come back here.
Yeah.
3-possession game. I think most teams would be having these simple mistakes, such as delay a game. Pops takes a snap. Gonna look to
Ooh.
pass here out to the left
That's
side.
a great route,
Great play.
but
Runs
that's
out
not
of
a first down,
bounds.
just short.
He's a 1 yard short. I mean, you got to go for it here. 4th and 1 in Caravan territory.
Jesse Watson with the catch, Purdue kid. So Pops has some dudes on the outside. Pops is a dude. I'm sure he'll end up going somewhere decent.
Yeah. You got to think they're going to run it here, even though they've got twins right.
Let the fullbacks in,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever that is, tight end.
Yeah.
They ran it,
Sweep.
and they got it.
Get the
Got
first down. That's a
But
great
clock's
4th
still
down
running.
conversion. Yeah, right. That's a good point.
Oh, until the chains move, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think if anything, time is key right here. They can come back. 8 minutes. They just need a couple stops on defense. But right now they've got to score pretty quick. And guys like Muhan starts kind of holding them back. This D line too. They've been on it tonight.
yeah, they haven't
Yeah.
allowed anything up the middle,
Mhm.
as you said. And they've been putting pressure on Pop, so he can't do anything on the outside.
Reverse.
Oh, little reverse play here. Works
Conway.
great.
Come on,
Conway
Conway.
one-on-one.
Oh.
Oh, gets past him down the
Has to get off
sideline.
him.
See that
Cheney
block?
pushes him out of bounds.
Great
Yeah.
job, Shane.
That block was amazing.
Block down the field.
Yeah.
Conroy has to use the sideline to his advantage as like another defender. He
goes
did,
up to try to stop him from getting an extra few yards,
Yeah.
but you should probably just wait back, just tackle him then.
exactly use it.
Yeah.
Make him go to the outside, continue to cut off space, and then push him outside. He ran up on him too fast. The guy was able to do a little juke step on him. Jaden Jones, a good cover corner, is getting blocked out of his mind down the field though.
A run up the right side, quickly stopped.
Nobody knows what that music is, folks. So we'll keep
We're
going.
looking
7
for it now,
minutes. Yeah,
but-
we're looking for
yeah.
it. If you like the song, that's good. Second down and 7. 7 minutes to go. This is so funny. Timeout. East St.
Timeout,
Louis or
East St.
Caravan?
Louis?
I don't know. Yeah,
East
East
St.
St.
Louis.
Good.
We are scrambling in the box. We have no idea where this music is coming from.
That's awesome.
What was that? Sorry about that.
We're back here. Flag thrown.
Encroachment defense.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
think
saying.
number 71.
He's had his hand in the unfortunate. That's a
Yeah.
pre-snap penalty. Luckily, that's probably our second or third as opposed to their 20.
Yeah.
Not great. We don't want to give up any extra yards. The interesting thing that I'm thinking, guys, even if, say, East St. Louis scores, they're most likely going to have to kick an onside kick
They're
at some
definitely
point.
going to. And
Yeah.
their kicker's wild. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, you don't know what
Actually,
he's going to do.
Yeah, he might
It might
be
work,
good.
yeah.
he
Yeah,
might
I
be
mean,
good.
it would.
Drops back for a pass. Pressure in the
Oh,
backfield. Rolls
tackle.
out right.
Take a play.
Just short
Got
of
him
the end
down.
zone.
Just keep the clock rolling. That's all. They
Why
can do.
isn't it? Oh, because it's a
First down. Yeah.
Kind of surprised at high school football they stop at first downs like this. I'm sure there's a rule that I know
Yeah.
or don't know. First and goal from the 1.
And also, if they score a touchdown, they got to get the extra point, too.
Yeah, they
Or-
do, right?
Handoff.
Oh, holding.
They
Yeah,
got
there
it.
you go.
Now it's first and goal from the 11.
He's not happy he did that.
That was a
Duke
silly play.
Powell.
Is that the lineman?
Yeah,
Yep.
number
Yeah.
71.
The last one. 6'1", 320. All right, Duke. I see you, bud.
Big guy, junior.
Yep. Hasn't missed a meal. That's a big play again. 10 yards. Now it's first and goal from the 11. Usually,
Yeah.
right? Goals
And
10
that's
yards in.
Yeah.
Going to be interesting here.
Continues to just kill clock. Right now, clock
yeah.
is what we want to do.
6 minutes, 20 seconds. I mean, no matter what, Caravan are going to get the ball again. They're just going to have to chip away at this time. Battle sets his offense. trips left,
Oh.
fakes a handoff. It's a
Nice
pass.
pressure. That
Oh,
was
Gotta
in
get
the
him.
air.
Conway
Nice
gets
stop.
him just before the end zone.
Yeah, but that'll stop the clock.
Gonna be second and goal.
Or not.
I don't get that.
Nope, it won't stop the clock.
East St. Louis receivers blocking Xander before the ball's caught. So that's pass interference if I'm not crazy, but they didn't catch it. The ball wasn't behind the line of scrimmage, so I think the refs missed that one. Second down and goal from the 1.
The Caravan linebackers, they just haven't allowed anything up the middle. Again, like,
We go
Let's see if-
handoff.
yeah.
Stop.
Again,
Right.
stop
Oh,
it.
stays on
Oh.
his feet. Rolls out left.
Wrap
great
up.
stop.
There you
All
go.
right.
Yeah.
Good job,
Great
buddy.
stop. Now they gotta be worried about getting into the end zone instead
Yeah.
of the next play.
If Carmel gets a stop here, obviously it's ball game. But 5 minutes, 3 scores. It's third down.
Third down.
Up 17. 5 minutes to go.
Here, I would just run it up the middle, like with my QB.
Oh my
oh
God.
my gosh!
Oh, right away.
Oh,
Oh, but he keeps it.
Ah,
Yeah, that's a
Scores
touchdown.
great read by
Smart
the QB.
play.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
he came
Play by
flying in there.
Muha, I
I
guess.
didn't-
I
yeah.
don't-
Yeah.
Yeah, he was unblocked. Guess you got to keep your head up. Going for 2. 25. Down by 11. So, doesn't really matter. It's a 2-possession game either way. Be down by 10. Oh no, it'd be down by 10 if they kicked it. Down by 9 if they get the 2. I guess they just don't like kicking anymore. Okay.
There you go. A little tactic, I guess.
Yeah, everybody went offsides on Mount Carmel
Yeah.
there.
Still matter. Still a 3-game or 2-game.
2-possession
Yeah,
game.
2-possession game.
Yeah.
Down by 11. Let's see what they do here.
I don't know what. I don't know.
The IHSA press next to us is leaving early to go write their story, so they can probably get it in the Tribune, so we can be on our
Yeah, and great stop from the Caravan.
Nice
Wow.
huge
Wow.
play. Muha.
Hyped
Muha
up.
I
again.
mean, that's how you make a stop right there.
Is
Yeah.
there a flag or
In
something?
the red zone, inside 5 yards. Perfect.
And also Tavon Rice coming in there to help out.
Where's the? What are we doing?
I'm not sure what's
Where's
going
the
on.
flag?
I think some. Oh.
Okay. Oh, okay. So another try at this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's after the play. So they're going
Alright,
to kick
so,
off
yeah.
from the 50.
Yeah. And it really, like, again, it's really hurts about not having that special teams factor. Like you said before the game, it's all about if you win 2 of the 3 main
Yeah.
things,
I
you're
mean,
good.
you
But
know,
they are, like, really losing on special teams. I mean,
And we're going to see right now if they can kick an onside kick. That ball's
Yeah.
about to move up. Look at this guy's just putting it on the 40.
yeah, it's going to be at the 55, I believe.
45.
Or 45, yeah.
Math was good, though.
Yeah.
Mount Carmel education. So, Hans team is out.
now this is interesting
It is
because
interesting.
kickoffs for East St. Louis, they've been about this distance. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, and that's not
Right.
shaming the kicker or anything
Right.
because the kicker, you know,
It's
he's
not a
got
kicker. It's like
he's got other duties. Yeah, so
who's that number 11?
Yeah, they're back up
yeah,
QB.
they're backup QB. So
Oh,
Kicker,
backup QB.
kicker, punter, and
Reese
backup
Shanklin.
QB.
And he's a freshman, too.
He's tall.
Yeah, he is tall
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
freshman.
I mean,
6'1", 175. In good hands.
That's
Hans team is out there.
See what
a lot
happens
of
here, yeah.
linebackers. Can do a lot of stuff with this.
that's Javi back there returning.
Let's see what the special teams coach has in mind. He's gonna kick
oh,
it.
he just kicks it.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Get out of bounds.
And
Get out of
that
bounds.
one's rolling
Oh,
It's a wild.
right out of bounds.
It's
Yeah.
a wild call.
Yeah.
Carmel hasn't punted yet today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now we get the ball on the 40-yard line and 45 with 5 minutes left.
And Carmel's big advantage for punting is, like, as I said before, they can just catch it and just decide to punt because they have their punter in the backfield at all times.
But I think they're going to try to run out this clock.
Yeah, they will. They're not going to.
I don't. What the scoreboard says, no timeout. So we got 5 minutes left, no timeouts. Jack Elliott's got over 100 yards. Darion Dupree has a bunch of yards. I don't think he has over 100.
Just hold on to the football. Just run up the middle. Get first downs. You should be able to run out the clock with this.
Even if you don't,
Yeah.
you know, you're going to get a bunch of time off the clock and Jack can punt.
And for that kick from East St. Louis, I saw the kicker try to get spin on it so it would stay in bounds, like, on the sideline. And if it stayed in bounds, they're going to score a touchdown on that. I saw Skills running down the sideline.
You know, I thought they might just go for onside kick because, you know, 45-yard line in Caravan territory.
Yeah,
it's
I mean, there's not a lot of...
pretty good setup to do that. But, you know, I mean, a little unexperienced, I guess, with special teams, but...
Was there a penalty on the play?
Somehow they're on the 20-yard line,
thought it
so
should
I
be
don't
on
know
the
what's
40.
going on.
Yeah, I'm not
Definitely
sure.
a penalty of some sorts.
I should probably
Elliott.
read a rule
Pass to
book.
Densmore.
Oh, my God.
Oh, we
Falls down right away.
That's the worst
Yeah.
possible. Why don't they just run it?
Why don't they
Yeah.
just run it, right? Why don't they just run it, Moody?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you get cute.
5 minutes left. I mean, it's definitely possible. Run out this clock.
It's not
and
inconceivable, so just be on the safe side.
Yeah,
Just
not
you
crazy.
because you can
yeah.
run out 2 minutes at least, or 2.5 minutes just by
Yeah.
running it.
Not crazy to think that East St. Louis can come back and fight here. I mean, 5 minutes, you know, it's not a lot of time. Less than half of this quarter.
All right.
Jack's just
That's
going to keep it here.
Oh, he had the left side.
Oh, gets more yards. That's great. Not a first down, but it'll do.
Out of
But
bounds.
he gets out of bounds.
That's not ideal, but if he gets the first down, that helps a ton.
Sure does. All right, 3rd down and 4. Let's try to run the ball and stay in bounds and get a first down.
Yeah,
So far in 2 plays, we have 12 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, because if they if they get the first down, they can take off at least 3 minutes without any like stoppage. Like if they run it to the max, like
Right.
because 40-second play clock, all that accounted for.
Densmore in motion.
First down.
Sweet play.
Nope.
No,
Not
short.
enough. Reaches out for it, but he's a yard short.
Are you going for this, Matt?
Can't.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Like,
so-so, but
but I mean, think about it.
yeah. No, I know that big. I wouldn't say big risk, but there's
I know.
definitely a reward
Yeah.
in going for it. You know, it's a 2-possession game, 2-score game here. So I don't think going for it is that risky. I mean,
Yeah.
if it's a 1-score game, couple of points, then you know that's a lot of you need great coaching, you need great call here. But yeah, I mean,
This is where
Yeah.
Jack and
yeah, Elliott up the middle here is
my
pretty
God.
much exactly
Oh my
what we
gosh,
see.
see.
didn't get it.
Yeah, didn't get it.
That's what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep my comments to myself.
But 4 minutes left. I mean, you know, Flyers can go down, score pretty quick here. They're at the 30-yard line, so about the 28. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. If they punted there was no one back there because they weren't in punt formation. They could have just punted it, had it roll. But I mean, if you got it there, then it's like a minute 30 left. They had no timeouts, so.
So this is worst case scenario basically right now, unless
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they
especially
get a
if they
touchdown,
score,
which
here's
they're
a
gonna
quick
get.
score.
Jeez.
Pick it.
Oh, she just picked it.
Oh.
Nope, touchdown.
Oh my gosh.
It's a touchdown.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Wow.
No.
That is
Worst.
tough. Under 4 minutes to go, and the Flyers are in this game.
That's worst case scenario.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
from 3 possession to 1 possession.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean,
I thought he picked that. I thought he grabbed it first, but then he just wrestled it out.
Yeah, there's a lot of things there. You know, he got a double move. He bid on something short. He went long. At that point, when you get beat, you can get the pass interference call again to just make sure that you don't score.
Yeah.
On offense, instead of throwing the ball, you could run the ball and get the clock running. And instead of running the ball outside, you can run the ball up the middle and not go out of bounds. So
I mean, they didn't take out
there's
any
a lot of
time
things
last
that could have
possession.
happened.
I mean,
the reporters next door to us have left because they're going to write their story, but they probably should come back and see how this one ends.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be interesting here. Point after the play, you go for one. It's a 4-point game, which you don't hear much late situations like this. They go for two. It's a 3-point game, but I don't think they're going to be kicking a field goal very soon.
They're not going to.
I mean,
It doesn't matter here.
So it doesn't matter. You're right, Moody.
I
but
mean, best case scenario for Carmel is they intercept it and they take it back for 2, right? Isn't that a rule? Or
Yeah, I think
yeah,
so.
I mean, they need to stop here. Yeah, they need to stop. It wouldn't change the game too much. But that was a crazy play. That pass.
I mean, got it.
Gotta beat him. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
It's a 3-point game, and there's
Just
a lot
like
of a lot of time on that clock.
4 minutes. Could have been 2 minutes.
The Caravan,
That's-
Elliott and the offense, they really got to step up here and put this one away.
Even if they caught one of those balls, it's 3-10. Like, so much could have gone differently.
Now all I'm thinking about is do not turn this thing over.
Yeah, that would be worst case scenario. I mean,
Because Pop's battle, I mean,
someone just got carried off with cramps again, too.
Pop's battle, he's ready to go. You know,
Yeah.
these past couple of series, past couple of drives, he's been doing really well. He's been scoring, putting points up on the board. Whether or not that was a turnover or, you know, a kickoff or, you know, anything like that, he's still playing well. So,
Yeah, he's playing well.
yeah, 3-point game. Yeah, I mean, but, you know, I'm not upset with this because I went into this thinking this is exactly what was going to happen, a 3-point game with less than 4 minutes to go. This is what I expected.
Matt, I prefer going
I
home.
prefer going home with a W,
win
but
by 2
Yeah.
scores.
it's an interesting game now.
But
It's
again,
interesting.
I hope
It's what I expected.
that's what I
would happen.
expected, but I didn't want it to happen.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, I mean,
these guys
of course.
don't even know who's supposed to play on the kickoff return. All right, guys. So obviously, right, we can have an onside kick here. So let's make sure that
Let's see
we
what
have
happens,
our
yeah.
hands ready.
Yeah.
Got to be ready here.
yeah,
Yeah, they're just gonna
Just
boot,
kicks, yeah.
just gonna boot this one away.
And then-
Oh,
Oh my
okay.
gosh.
All right.
Holy,
Alright, just
he's
hold
got
on
it.
to
That's
it.
Javi.
Just
hold
go
on to it.
down.
Hold on to it. Hold on to it. hold
Javi's
on
going
to it.
down.
Yeah.
He's got the football. He's
Yeah.
got it in his hands. He's down on the ground. Clock.
Just run it out.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know, Moody, you say that, just run it out, but you run it so many times, eventually you're going to fumble it. And then you turn it over, and then they come right down
Yeah.
and score at you. So
like, then
this is clock management at
it
its
is clock
best right
management.
now. Yeah.
Like both hands on the football. Just
Yeah.
it's hard though. I mean, that's what these teams are so good. Number 1, number 3. I mean, it's why
Yeah.
they're here.
Yeah. Closest
Everybody's
game
pumped.
of the week.
They're excited.
For sure.
But let's just remember how we scored last time. We ran the ball
Yeah.
up the middle a lot with
Exactly.
Jack and
Yeah.
Dupree. We didn't have to do anything special. Tight end is out. We ran a counter.
That's
Okay.
exactly what we don't want.
Haven't ran that play all game. But the clock's running.
Clock's running. Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll be
A good way to look at it.
less than 3 minutes left after this play, but I mean it's still a lot of time for St. Louis. I mean their entire game is run on big plays, so I don't feel comfortable with giving them the ball, even if we run out as much time as possible.
Okay, Elliott, 5 wide.
No running backs.
No running backs, which is interesting in a situation where you want to run
wanna
out the
run the
clock.
ball.
I mean,
Like
I don't know. Throwing it over the middle here is definitely something you don't want to do. You're deep in
it's
your own territory.
super high risk, but in medium reward.
Jack's just going to run it.
Oh, great play.
Okay,
gonna-
I
Great
like
play.
that. I like
Great
it.
play.
Right down the middle, Jack Elliott.
Go down.
Go down.
And Jack Elliott was
That
there.
is
That's
huge.
perfect. That play. You
And
know.
Jack Elliott, we trust. I think we
That's-
can. What's you guys are better at math. 40. Okay, so the
43 times, or no,
hold on.
four
Yeah,
times
we
because
need
of
to
this.
run the clock. We need to set.
3
So
times
28.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
There will be like 40 seconds left on the clock if there's no 2-minute warning, is there?
No.
Okay, then there's like 30 seconds left if we run it perfectly.
Moody, thank you for your math, buddy. I appreciate
go.
that. I can breathe now.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Williams and Miss Smola.
It wasn't. Yeah, Jamel's a great math teacher. I agree. And Miss Small's a great person.
So let's see.
Coach Lynch has called a great game, a very conservative game. I think we could all say that maybe it was a questionable last possession.
Very questionable.
Very questionable. Me and Coach are good friends, so I don't want to be mad at me or hear this. But that play by Jack Elliott was huge.
Yeah,
Again,
I mean,
another run up the middle by Jack Elliott, which has been a huge play for Mount Carmel in this last quarter. If we can kind of just keep the ball in our hands and not lose it in any way, we should be fine.
I mean, we should be fine, yeah.
2 minutes, 26 seconds. I mean, they've already killed off about a minute and a half. So,
But tensions are high. I mean,
Yes.
if you look in the crowd, I mean, East St. Louis, it's just been a roller coaster. They were cheering defense. Then our QB runs it up 40
yeah,
yards.
a lot of people on their feet.
But now everyone's on their feet, nervous. As I'm sure you guys are at home right now.
Yeah. It's a close game, but it's very much expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Carmel called the timeout on that one. You know,
Yeah, there was a
can
couple.
understand
So
it,
they're
I
good
guess,
about-
but the clock is stopped. They got 22-26 at the start. They got 3 plays after that with 40 seconds.
I mean, if they use all the dead time correctly, they'll have 26 seconds left, but they'll probably be play time. So, I mean, there's going to be no time left if they play this correctly.
Let's see what happens here.
No turnovers.
Dupree's in
That's
the
the big thing.
backfield, motions.
Oh my God,
I thought there's...
Oh,
it's fine. But
That's,
we're
yeah,
a
just...
little push and shove there after the play. Yeah, I think they lost 2 yards there.
I think that's fine. I think you just
It's-
gotta...
I mean, clock's coming off, or time
Like,
is
I don't
coming
want the
off
worst
clock.
case scenario to be, like, just...
Yeah, they're
not
gonna
worth
they're
it.
gonna run it down here. I mean, it's getting to the wire though.
Do they have a timeout?
East St. Louis. So I don't know where the timeouts are and how many they got left, but they called the timeout.
I think that was their final one. Or not.
That's a good question.
That's bad if they're... I didn't know
Oh, I
they had
guess they
timeouts.
have. Yeah, I guess they
Yeah.
have one. It says they have one more.
They have one
Okay,
more.
yeah, they have one more. That
Big scoreboard.
changes a lot.
Yeah, big scoreboard doesn't say timeouts. Little scoreboard that looks like it's at Duffy Park and Evergreen Park does say that they have another timeout after this. So
So that changes our...
yes, it does.
We need another first down to secure the game.
We do. Who should probably run the ball to get that first down?
Jet sweep to the left, Dupree or Turbo.
Okay.
I need a first down. I mean, if you get the first down, I just go down. Don't score a touchdown. Don't even take the chance of them getting a touchdown and onside kick. Just go down.
I mean,
secure the
I
game.
wouldn't even mind running it up between the hashes, right down the middle, Elliott or Dupree.
If I saw Elliott do that again.
Yeah, I'm an Elliott guy right here. I'm an
Yeah.
Elliott guy the rest of the game. Maybe
Yeah,
Coach
I mean-
Anto is telling him that.
He's done it the whole game, did it the first 3 quarters, so why not now?
Yeah.
Here we go. He's going to set his offense, lonely here in the backfield. Wouldn't be surprised if he does motion over Turbo,
He
though.
is. Turbo's going to motion. He's going to fake it. He's going
Yeah.
to run it up the middle.
Here we go.
Who cares? Just keep doing it.
Oh,
There you go.
that's
you go.
great.
Short gain,
Don't
but it's
fumble.
a good one.
Yeah, it's good.
Ripping the ball.
You guys getting excited about what are you clapping about? You're wasting time.
I got so
Last
I thought
time
they...
out. Last
All
time
right, yeah,
out.
last time
no
out.
more
So
timeouts.
after this is it. After this, it's, got to be perfect
Yeah.
with clock management.
And,
Gotta get
and
it
for their
first down
offense,
here.
they have to just... I think Carmel will have all their defense on the sidelines if we run it out and they get the ball. Just so they would just force everything up the middle, just burn the clock because they have no more timeouts. They can't stop the clock.
Yeah.
3rd and 9. Let's just get a first down in the next. They're not going to punt. They're not going to kick a field goal. So, again, it's 2 possessions. It's 4-down territory.
Yeah.
4-down territory. And Jack Elliott has not been stopped running up the middle.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
He
right
did
there,
get stopped when we needed
general,
Yeah,
but-
when we're running the ball on our own 30-yard line on a 4th down. But other than that, he's been really good.
I mean, the first down ends the game here. So if you get a first down, Carmel wins. But, I mean...
Yeah, first down, Carmel wins. So let's pick up 9 yards in 2 plays and call it a day.
I think all three of our heartbeats have, they've skipped a beat, jumped up a little bit here in the past couple of minutes. I mean, we went from being up a couple possessions. Now it's a 3-point game. It's like, where did that come from, But that's Pop's battle. I mean, he ran his offense very quick, but he had the help of, a couple turnovers from Carmel. So.
Yeah. I mean, let's hope first down.
Yeah, St. Louis has had to do everything they needed to do, but they've been handed it in not the best way.
So they're stacking the inside because I know.
Let's see, motion over. Yeah, Elliot's going to keep it again. I like this
Go.
play. I like it. He's short.
He's short. Do you go for
But
it here?
it's good.
Have to.
I'm going for it because, I mean, a punt would take it back 20 yards. Doesn't mean anything. I mean, and you're running down the clock until a minute 10. And, they don't have a timeout, but they're going to run it down.
High stakes here. Yeah, no timeouts remain. 26 seconds left.
Yeah. They need,
Minute 30
they still
there
have a
in the game
minute.
clock.
They still have
There's
a
20
minute
seconds,
if
so
they
you can.
stop.
Yes, exactly. Anybody go offside?
Yeah, they don't have a timeout, so
We're going to try to get them offside.
14 seconds.
Let's see. It's going to be about 110 is where they're going to get to.
And you can pass it here, too.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to.
First down.
Oh, there you go.
Carmel wins.
There you go.
Let's go.
Victory formation.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, they kept it interesting. Coach
They
Anto,
sure did.
Coach Anto on the sidelines with his arms up like a V. Coach Sesniak, if you ask him, he said he knew that we had it the whole time, I'm sure. But Coach O'Brien, poor defensive coach, probably just aged 20 years after that last couple minutes there.
But Carmel ends up with the victory. I mean, great game.
Yeah.
Like, unbelievable game.
Huge.
It was big. Expectations definitely met what happened here. I mean, it's, super hyped up game. Everybody circled this on their calendar. We averaged about 4,000 viewers throughout the game. Current viewers. I mean, that's crazy. For those of you who don't know, we rarely get 1,000, 1.5. So this is huge. Such a huge game. Yeah, time running off here. I like it though. Carmel moves. This is the 6th time playing East St. Louis. They've won 5. East St. Louis hasn't beat the Caravan since 1987.
Yeah,
so
East St. Louis is on a 5-game losing streak against Mount Carmel, unfortunately for them.
Oh, they have to run one more play.
Why?
I don't know. The refs.
Or just making them walk?
Yeah,
okay.
they're making them.
Okay, that's the game, guys.
No, they have to. I don't know what happened. Someone turned off the clock and.
there you have it.
There we go.
Caravan continue their win streak. 15-0 in the last 15 games. We've got Morgan Park next week. It was great announcing with you guys. Loved it up here.
So much fun.
Professional feel in this college booth. Danny Moody, he's going to be bringing you the JV game next week. Christos Simas and I are going to be bringing you the varsity game next week. We're going to have some great insight for you against Morgan Park. They went 10-2 last year. East St. Louis went 12-2. So, a couple of big games. We've got a 2.5 road trip home.
Yeah,
so
2.5-hour road trip home.
Yeah.
We'd love to see all you 8th graders down at Morgan Park next week. Make sure to check out our website, mchs.org. Come down for a shadow day. And then any other home game, especially the St. Rita game, which is on September 15th, we want to see you there. Congrats. I had a ton of fun with you guys.
Yeah.
You guys did a great job. We're 1-0 together as a team.
Yep.
Let's keep it going. Again, everybody has some things to learn after this one, especially our team. I'm sure they're going to go back and watch film early in the morning tomorrow, get some rest, get back on the field, and have a good one. We all get to go home with a W, so we're going to feel good about it.
Yeah, I mean, look at that with the student section, all the players running over there.
Great feeling tonight.
Yeah.
Escaped with a 3-point victory.
Great feeling going back
Yep.
on the 2.5-hour road trip. But
We had Noel Becks, Danny Moody. My name is Matt Malloy, and good night, Chicago.